overdue. Why na you believe say obey the next Black Stars coach? Dean Boba, obviously young former coach, Kwesi Appiah, Desmond Ofe, assistant coach soon in the Mumbi say young first car, Koma. A heavy rena na comment section we say some sports fans can I say it don't support we say young fan coach na young fan big coaching bra. This is many more than for continue subscribe to channel no on MyBet.Africa TV.
The lead you on the lines. These are players some way somehow they are not even getting enough minutes in their club. But in draw HSA we have players when there is a big event, Ghana, Germany, Ghana, Spain, Ghana, Brazil, Ghana, France. These are games that they don't need anybody to motivate them, but they want to show what they have. In this ocean draw game, people would say, okay, the players performed well, tactically we were good. But I think the occasion, it can't be. That is why we saw the best out of some of our players. There were some too in the end, we would have a lot of question marks about them. And I think there are names going.
Who are those?
One, I think Jordan Ayew is due to the extent say Bobo na the information here bono is based on counter attack.
Okay.
Born become one sir. You look at the player ahead. Now there Mr. say Indra he did that 3 times for Semenyo. Once per Semenyo nya or no so true Mikawamba manani both. And this is how the team structure should be. In a 3-back system, ball equal wings, about 15 their forwards no run so fast. So you beat me movie ball in them.
One touch,
so you create spaces because opponents need press, so they are in your half.
Okay.
The moment I'll be slow down, they recover and it goes against you. Okay. And this is something it goes down to the coach.
Okay.
What is the coach informing the players? What are you doing on the pitch?
Okay.
When you're moving in them, you moving ball in them, and I think if yesterday you movie and balls in them, game this is Germany, so let's sit back a bit. We would have gotten a good result against Germany. Okay. Though in the game we had 1 or 2 chances, but I think the in-game play, I didn't see anything so good from the German national team. How they set up, how they played. I didn't see anything extraordinary from them.
Don't you think yesterday they were not clinical? Probably maybe they are more here somebody or better clinical for it, because they're not looking at the chances they created and then the number of times some ultimate ball shots inside our box. I think they were not clinical enough. Like Austria for if they were clinical. Commit match already more than 5 for Austria for sharing.
And so well, but I think sometimes the players need be. So I don't know if the stage was big for them. Because the World Cup will be bigger than this. That is where we are show. So their games are the players need be panicky. And any players that maybe they play the local league and make us say they're on a big stage. These are players that they are playing abroad. They are playing in Europe.
I didn't know what was wrong with that GTV. Yes. Especially in the first half, first 30 minutes. One say Obede from the back. Or the right center back. Or the Nininia. Range but say also be pass range boom.
Yeah. And this is something where your friend Limpo and minim Stuttgart stadium the capacity, but we are going to play in bigger capacities than this against teams that they would be louder than the 100. So if you are playing as a professional, now you are shaking in games here, you are signaling the coach and the backroom staff say there are bigger games that they can't put you in. But I think overall I would say they gave up a good performance. 2-1 loss to Germany. Lose. But a lot of us were expecting we could have gone down by maybe 5, by 6, by even 7. But 2-1 is something convincing. You better prepare in our next friendlies, near boy home.
Yeah, MHP Arena is 60 capacity.
Yes.
60,449 capacity. But then US venues are even bigger. Into this both friendly match and was against Germany now Cambodia. Then there's a lot to do. Agogo, let you share game now.
Yeah, so yesterday's game, let me start with the first half. So your first 11 I think Otuadu spot on. I really agree with his first 11. But tactics in the first half, I really doubt, because with this German team now I was expecting him to open up, but then again he was scared, say maybe the kind bune bet and said your baby or beko and as Muso can know D2 plaza or beko. So he decided to defend and hit on a counter. Fine. New tactics. You are playing against Germany. If you decide to sit back and hit on a counter, it makes sense. But then ask yourself, so who players now only more bono omu betimi aye
you have the right material to play that counter attack.
Because if build up now clearly, you know, na 3 back. But so even more than 5 back. And Sibona or no drop it deep, no. Content why and run am can say. Ade am person me hu biem ne say if you build it up, kwesi Siboni mo na ba beka defenders no amaya build it up no. When draw share ball na ball no beka no one no lose ball no akotwa no e di yellow card. On you're comfortable with the ball. So I was expecting Partey to drop deep. No, I better build up. No, we are now kwesi boy the say now Partey the aqua winner by way coaching. Then Jordan Ayew. I think Jordan Ayew there he should be part of the team, but going forward he should start from bench. That's my opinion. I don't know because someone will be like, oh, 2 years set piece. Oh, yeah, striker. Yeah, need duty. See, and to me, the whole 26 men, you know, be able to make 2 set piece apart from Jordan Ayew. To me, you good team. Because you are a striker. You should rather be in the box and wait for someone to cross the ball for you. So, Obekas apart from Enuntina, also stay in the team there because one, slow your attack. And, you know, first, in there, I can say, the team blasters, you know, different from club side and national team. And now I'm telling you, say, some spiritual aspect in football, the say, if you are not playing on a regular basis in your club side, or about national team now, it will show.
Yeah.
Jordan, are you last 13 matches on your big pombo was starting by just 2 games, but 0 goals or 0 assists last 13 matches. On your Dakar Muniel. It is a maybe he should be part of the team, but being a starter for the Blasters, I doubt. Then Osha Preseduno Sosono also a fame. Boy no good with the ball no good. Say I want them wise and name decision making me the end young boy wins.
Okay.
That's my opinion because we ain't to me found be two anymore. Now when your ball be 1-on-1 be an now we be an no score. Funny ball wins so striker papa. Now mommy we with the second half. Second half and I think good change and the be any o criticize no abonabas otuado ni sab ne sport on elasho o suba game no obema ifini e take kakra okota ko bi no nya aka but after no say we came into the game at some point when pressure Germany so and they go near the eba into no that change now yin kwesisibo film no dey elasho usuba and say and at least in draws me nya kwan share Lucas and but no the and the last no because I think
but someone started attacking.
No.
Go they go near share.
And
on the board that quick pass no.
And then found but we really want to see more. We really want to see more.
I tell you no person.
That be because what the Jerome Poku ne to a mefa Jerome Poku na jawe. Send you coach eva. Yeah, interest of Lucas and in here so far so good in right here. Germany no being some be share but the scoreline ebe we Benjamin Asare so I was here Bonabaso because well he's very good but then again if this is what is going to happen in the World Cup I'm okay because on no cheer me who so be a portion from afar be why is in the area presence then the confidence in the a good by defense in the looky shake it too much. Jonas Ajete the professional one Bob Basel now on your bench starter. FC Basel, we a starter. Anything I was back moon on beton and drop on our phone say, then a Bruni moon ebe sign. Yes, start here now could this card. Kayaves buff free. Sako or Cassie, I will be prompt. Is there no yellow card? Oh, who is there? Kayaves buff free. Or man want say, hey, Tobo. Since then, now only a proposal.
But you say in the last 3 games, all for club and country, you know, a penalty against Hamburg or a penalty. Again against Austria or cost penalty. Then no asunti in the last 3 games ningi na cost penalty from the club. Okay, yeah, listo. Edna, yenhwe game no. I mean, were you impressed with the performance?
Apart from Derrick Coon, which shows a wing back no. When in Bopa. So we had the position when we had the ball at the other side.
Yeah.
Na otumi hu nyansa say also kutina far away in case a ball near then or anticipate here. So in case a ball no because maybe ana trajectory baby a ball in nama.
Yeah.
Or anticipate say ball ni bit me about. So for him as a wing back, not be in our half, but or try to obey all the opponent half and the pass number out to me.
And to identify that space, no.
A key the opponent or no, or sure no. Oh yeah, they are I don't want to discuss anything because a waste of time. You see, too much is a waste of time. Because we've said coach no, Oman Pamona. On any matches our boy. We were the next coach, but we don't know so about Rebecca. So about Rebecca, how am I going to judge these players? Omambo Rebecca. I'm gonna what I say. So I game no. Apart from the Ricona, me person me de me bona baso. Omo makani na beans.
Benjamin Asare too.
Also.
He was the highest rated Ghanaian player.
The second highest rated player on the pitch.
Listen. Otono to baby na ball no very
after World Cup now boy
I'm really happy for you.
Obi say ati zigiti nya because zigi match obeda Ghana bi omulodi.
Someone say unim a ban shot stopper at Ziggy is very
good, yeah. And
a technique wise no woni nia but obedem bia opa yem fa kobo studio ye titin criticism budget 2+.
But you see it got to a time
you see
so
enya spiritual the kind of matches now you're picking the seriousness on
the ball game.
So after losing 5 you don't expect them to behave like what they did against. So they will react. What I say? Okay, I say Korea and Japan also. They needed to react against Korea and obey them. I don't know, Mama, and facing the first game. All our friendly games are happening now. All the time, the first one, then the second one, and mostly first one be answer Mama, second fiddle for them. No more bonning. Now for you, Mama react in the next game. Now the causes are there, but who go in the end? That could be pie.
Okay, listen. Okay, say Coach Otuado.
Yeah,
they will sack him.
But before I ever buy a one. Mama can't Benya Sar say 1996 technique and penalty in the cream. Yeah, Baba penalty. In free line so. Against Korea or free line so much. But another VR new.
You see our friendly matches here.
But Enra de no. Imagine say ka have ball na kobo po. And I know I just say what chance ana.
No still na bobo po crowd they will still review. Was enya penalty nya say crowd they will review.
So assuming say penalty the OJ trophy. Not because of bad technique in it. Say goalkeeper's trainer no. Ako kana sema no mu na. Say ultimate kan kire Fatah.
Yeah, Fatah Dauda.
Ultimate kan kire player na say we don't move from here we are.
Professional.
Nice me say mu bi ya no so ye be call you out now be dwala. It will be a problem. Yes, men free line so. Why is it that every penalty be face be free line so? Why? You need goalkeeper's trainer. Review videos. Review your matches. It appears that they don't review our matches because review your matches. You will see say okay penalty in technique ben you see.
Yeah.
They don't review our matches. That is why we are not improving. That is why you're him. So how can you all the hard work? Okay, keep away player will be to left into to left. Now we move your bone matter not to left. Utu now uchibone cast on somewhere. Cause South Korea then. VAR why we will review.
Yeah, no I say about
and professional player all year we. Woman, don't give them 2 chances.
Yeah.
What I say? Intimate sure say video we be kwa bonti am why who say saa de ne twam tete saa time no start go da no na utumi pie
yeah na po na kete
utumi pie
do the omni AC Milan
Yes.
okoto pie say ya abeche
bo what I say twam for onan ba kusi bo
CC line so yeah
what I say no.
yes so and now you break his coach Otuado how an American whether he wins by 5 goal a Ukraine they are going to sack him and finally after the game there was a meeting on my permanent. If you look at Otuado games as the Black Stars coach 22 games boy or when he just 8 about draw 5 Elusu 9 the team actually 35 goals they conceded 28 goals and Onya 29 points out of a possible 66 point Onya and team Otuado buy in the second stint or buy a show money or share Mali 2 times or share Central African Republic 2 times.
No. Mali a match no Koboko.
Yeah. Yes, Madagascar, Comoros, Chad and Trinidad and Tobago. These are the only teams that Otimi Eshomo and the other games thing na either a draw and I say Olusu Yapamono and this administration of the Ghana Football Association. First thing today, announce say they appointed Tika Akona as the first coach from the Emilio Bae, then Otuado Bae no Pamono. The second stint, I think the Chris Wutin Bae, and then Otuado Asanso there Bae. I mean, there are a lot of names and then I'm from yesterday you mentioned say probably maybe Kwesi Apia and then I'm from say people on a man for person Rambe interim Desmond of Fedin were lead heavily renard. Do you think it was the right time to sack the coach and what was the way forward?
Right time. Oh. Yeah, we right time just saying. Time be a time I be to miss you. That is how the world is. Oh yeah, I say when you right time, obey a mistake. That is why everybody do baby Adri. I said Nandra Meka say Otuado is not my problem because I knew say he was a goner. He is not my problem. The problem no the taking decisions no. Keto Kreku no. What is he going to pay for? And yet the appointment or the reappointment of Otuado at the time I say he was not the right man for the job. What is the price that Keto Kreku price Bena Keto Kreku is going to pay for define everybody and reappointing a mushroom coach? The money sika ya spending in a waste. Do you know Saku waste?
Yeah, it was a huge compensation.
So what is the price that Keto Kreku is going to pay for that? What price is he going to pay? How much is he going to pay for wasting our time? Because it was clear 99% of Ghanaians were not in support of Otuado reappointment. 99% because of criteria he didn't qualify to be a coach in the first place. Yet, or disrespecting Ghanaians and or appointing. So today, me, like I'm saying, me holding accountable for continuous bad decisions at the end of the day. Now, or mining the air suffer for it. Because all these coaches, Sika Akuna, and Anuyana, new coach, will be to Yanikao.
Yeah.
Minister, $900,000. $900,000. Naka abandon between the IBB. They appointed Sika Akuna, no, only Kwesi Apia assistant. I own show you. On show BB, I say. We can coach the blasters. Need it man. La show no compensation that ma coach we know minister we no buy obabe tuai. It no this is the NSA. You take bad decisions at the expense of the country. So it is time for him to also pay the price. They all taking decisions. It is time for him to pay the price. So now, the next coach, automatically, to enormous pressure.
Yeah.
Say, magic. Meanwhile, the signs were there long time. long time one for qualify for AFCON. Sack him. The next coach, will come and prepare and play the qualifiers. And a qualifier. And he be qualify so. Because our coach no be better than a year to Adono. By now, we are cruising control. You see a call work up near Kwakoji. May your platform be some. Me start say me can say. On you, damn you the reason why I'm doing Freddy there you. And I'm saying Samanchi. So if any footballing reason, na a year more be if it's all been a more at the expense of the country. The thing that I will not support and say the day are you mobile na your friend in the national team. But about team Kwadia me supporting a return to the team.
Okay.
Damn it say this is the reason. And you will be problem. To kriku ni problem or ni they walk outside the field. Outside the field. And no.
So Uchekra, the day you not been called to the last
and
you to do decision.
Yes, and you to do decision.
So there was an influence.
Yes.
Okay.
Today I mean the true story, no. And I'm saying what? I will not support that. It na obo when your team or bonny there. Me posting your page this so bisa ashes so ni ashes free. That page na ashes page. That page no bia also be. Make I say me need the day you be ko work but I don't ko work. Omo more platforms no mo say about them. Even Endra kwa na komia bisa komia.
Yeah.
Essay the binyon ayi baako no count no the all sport no Asarbudu say emfa na me nkope ba bi ntra. Me catch say me need the day you be ko work up oto ado nko work up.
Enra crash at all see emfa the day you fan number Black Stars no say.
What I say? Because the reason omudi in free team no.
Any sporting
reason.
All right.
Eti say any sporting reason there. Then I cannot support that. I don't think agogo ni Texas what problem. What problem or baby na enuntini e ba be kun
under 17 ni mana e ba be affect issue.
Muma kokuma say den na mokokun say den na mokokun na who you because who power nintino. Who you so no say enuntino who hold the party and there you no come.
Mo be me na juma.
There be say o ka say ball no na the modern born na wo fam timi mfre na. You agree a decision as
I think Ghanaians when it got to a time the day he wasn't even playing.
Yes.
Before Benyale have it, people were saying say we shouldn't call him because Ombo and Obaswa who benching and Sankwa Kwebi. Yeah.
It is if that is the case, I support it. Coach, una the decision there fact. The moment ko dia memo say hey una take his decisions. You make what else? To me better truth na me say no I cannot support that evil.
Yeah.
I can't. Only be personal to kwade. Why should that be at the expense of the country? Eti mimi ni the day you here co work up. Otua don ko ampa
abem.
And when I jo mimi di kan nya news no say chale it is confirmed. I'm in for time no more.
Okay.
Time no any. Eba 1 a.m.
By before Black Stars official communique.
1 a.m. About 1 a.m. 1 a.m. Pepe. And I'm in your call. Say
1 a.m. meaning like the day before game. Like
me the cover because say
you be pamono.
Pamono made on me pamono. After the game, whatever happens on me pamono. Then after meeting the bar we na okoe 1 a.m. and I'm the friend say I there a D. But the reason why I don't want to na me person me there me bag abe posting here that the best say nipa no ma confidential information.
Yeah.
Now o dey there. Andrew bisa me catch agogo play work card himself. Oh DBC be on my pam. Until me ma omo dey caption say he will be sacked after the game. Because we are a competitive country. Ghana has say the reason why I could go for omutumi hold it abano, omutumi hold it abano into him abana so yeshi. I prefer say the government rely on cocoa.
Yeah.
And the backbone of our economy. We export cocoa. When him say, in a scheme of things, the whole world, countries are more exporting players. Ghana account.
Yeah.
At some point, we were 8th in the whole world.
Yeah.
We were first in the world in Africa, and you be second to Nigeria in recent times. You exporting players to say, you exporting cocoa. But you say you only 30 million.
Yeah.
You in Egypt, we in Japan. Obeka say na Egypt for no muntu kwai. Mohammed Salah onye Egypt ni. The point is that when they travel, they are not only successful.
Yeah.
When they travel, they prefer to stay in their country. That is the bottom line. Morocco for mun na mo abroche.
Yeah.
Inti Argentina and your mun na mo Morocco.
I mean, in recent times, someone starting living now.
So it is not the case, say,
Yeah.
or they don't like traveling. And yeah, when they go, omunya successful. Pesita we jini din wo South Africa no, or call Brighton.
Yeah.
When do more. But Kudus more bo. You see the point?
Yeah.
You're unique in a scheme of things. If you're football ni, a big poverty alleviation tool. It is a Okofa will be so by FA president. Now on personal interest. Or only taking decision, or taking honest decision. Now after 7 years, if we are going back to Kwesi Appiah, it is more on Wona Wahala on man ko in the first place. Wona Wahala on man ko in the first place. It is on you. Say saki na say Wahala on man ko in. It was based on what? It na Wahala on man ko. O yire na ote on chen. Utimu se obibi akoyi. Wo bobo efe, mu shegu. That time kra na under wo kra Kwesi Appiah. And a chase South Africa, Guomotre. That was the introduction of Kudus.
Yeah.
Guomotre, Cape Coast. See Appiah, good football. We say umpe. Your standard you see the last AFCON I am more under no.
Yeah.
So AFCON you more under normalization. And no you see the pamu Kwesi Appiah.
And maybe then say, you see, all the subsequent coaches on mobile under Kwesi Appiah, none of them. When fans say Milo and fans say near him so wabe be dent near Jesus or be we Milo through them probably.
The point is
no ni standard
the point
Kwesi Appiah.
You
are appointing a coach to come and do a particular job. When you we're failing, that's the end of it. The reason why it's here upon the subsequent appointment no. I feel one and say the first one or second when do no cry man
Yeah.
Because who did no cry man right? Anka umfa o aka o man ko ye no ka be fu bi o ye den o chen.
Yeah.
What you say? When did no cry man because proud to obey FA president no call it out Kwesi Appiah say Kwesi Appiah enfre or no cat ni players. 2 players Benjamin you felt back Benjamin Tete. Any they know Bobo Egypt.
You see, or no Benjamin Tete or Mario Boss is here, striker.
The back could be no Bobo Egypt. Waba Ghana League in this year. John Champon. So
yeah.
John Entry. Also John Entry Benjamin Tete. Only 2 players. Kwesi Appiah from now. Kwesi Appiah your more day. While players now anything. At that time, na someone jamu nebu. Ono ni fele say Benjamin Tete muni more bossy as someone jam. Oma no mu leading and striking. God as someone na striker.
Yeah.
So if you are calling say boy na you denting na one friend, I just say blio no na upesa o jeze o nya de ti yemfra wo de meboa. Oba no e na ugina sade no so na de ma Kwesi Appiah call. So first of all, you sack him because of your interest. So your appointment no be okay. Na why na me dem meba obe frɛ me player to nim say the player no oko AFCON Kurt be FA president the player was able to go to AFCON Benjamin Tete I remember say call up the omo frɛ John Entry no John Entry no Kurt by when ya call up then chairman ba for so abeni na mu Your friend is 7 consecutive times. They do say you player manabo. Your friend has players or manabo. The decisions that this man is taking for us, are you based on many percent? Only can be some who questions say, coach, you are me the neighbor, obey alarm, me players are back. Obey alarm, player, me person, one shot me the bar now.
It's not based on
Obisano questions, Obisasa questions, ni we are. Now I know influence that more for coach about because in what world would an FE executive council for Bekwa Kotenase normally on criteria say ye young coach or ye proven winner or 15 years experience he can build a team or ye good communicator or cry UEFA pro DNDA or cry we criteria be brave now Bekwa for coach
out of all the
requirements, no,
or passive
only
just one.
That is the qualification bit, the certificate in the crown. That is a no pay and a qualifier. No. Why will somebody set out a criteria like that? A criteria, a Ferguson money as a Wenger money Pep Guardiola type category of coaches because 15 years, Okra pro license. Or you're proving winner and also having the team.
Yeah.
What are the key points in there for? When I nye Mourinho money.
Yeah.
Mourinho will build the team. What the reference will build the team.
Yeah.
Pep on a more category.
Yeah.
Yet we know now cover. Didn't in a man yet. At that time you ask yourself questions. Say criteria here media be ye cover coach no ba. Obe frame player. Make me influencing that be any and
in fact if you look at some of the names, some of the coaches are more apply for the job. Otuado shouldn't be ahead of all these coaches. A lot of coaches.
Otuado apply.
Yes.
Conversation.
A lot of coaches.
Any question in Dimba conversation because that criteria no the buy. Perhaps ABA UEFA license no na ABA Akosia Akosia qualify.
Yeah.
Nina. What 15 years? We build the team, proving winner. Okay, me want to go say win
By no crampon our bank account.
But while they are qualified, you are cup in the so maybe you can give him the benefit of the doubt and all that. And proving winner, no, is not necessarily winning trophies.
Trophies, yeah.
What I say, a proving winner, just say your win percentage.
Yeah.
Tanso ena mausa stonche senso awa hanene sedi a stonche sedi ria edem hanene ma mienu ida so da yie anase otoado sak na ene de ena sports doctor nso ewa hanom a on the Africa ya che because they nu papa no e ka say is of no use na me hu say doctor bamobu asi bibia papa no be ye bia ntimi nso na ni bio na papa no so ntimi improve ne ho entina de hwehwe na anya ba mu no abani fo mama kwa ba
ya le ase chiwasko
bibia boko de
jami adumohema
ye de ho ase de ho ase so de na no acha yen anajo mani by 1 o'clock on me hwehwe internet so na obi asend am say have you heard and what the mam ono so our hobby it was sending free Germany mam you know I was like are you serious will I like
onya de ebe pam na
do this you
yeah
why no some twan
because anke betimi atwa mo aba na bia enne ne ochina no because players need to be party to mo various clubs or ma Ghana ha apart from bia Benjamin Asare obesan ba we see akan dia ma house of folk ntino na ka bia no pay na asa ochina no pa bisa no ana se mpo na nwumre no na ka mo the statement aba se yakwa akobo friendly games na ba de bobo ho akobo work but ye hwa emwa nti coach Otuado ye na si nchen nti ebrepam no ye be pe coach obehwa akire dia maye na said your model statement ne ba no ankoma chechire mu sa dia maye but when your ball game ni wie na o ye ne press conference ni wie na GFA for ne se da bi enkra na free Ghana e ba no enam epo ne so kra na echen Israel for measures enti no ye ntimi kra ne onko Ghana kra mumu enti masa ye ni kan fa letter ne ma ha ansa na ye be kwa yakwa kudura sumdwe ti anadwona statement na the screen is no
thanking him sincerely
enti no Ghana Football Association no mo target Ghana Black Stars. I say Ghana Football Association has parted ways with Black Stars head coach Otuado with immediate effect. The association wishes to thank Otuado sincerely for his contribution to to the team and wishes him the best of luck in his future endeavors. The Ghana Football Association will communicate the new technical direction of the Black Stars in due course. #Black Stars. And Otuado. And we're trying to circular. And Wajini GFA. Cardigan. And said the minim say Nania Bru say Bibi Kosu ni tinima as usual. The picture ne depicted ne dimina out there a war a Black Stars come. They say the 34 months the man no only say your pound 14th March 2024 into 2 years 2 weeks pepe any adjuma no dear friend himself. So when you coach bim
there be na say adwuma no ye dia Samuel Jan betimi
yeah as a major body as a wako e plaza na nka metimi ayo
e feel na ma so den Ghana Football Association Mr. Okreku Ket e da o ma no ma so den dada ene hu se otoado o se eja no kwan ma ne ko Ghana ni be ne nkan Osajwa onka bida
bebre
even a ma cry sebi dodo na anim de o football mu wo fom no say e bo game a utimu say we boys na e bo nye coach nsa no
debi
utimu say boys na eno mu de omunim de ene de ya kire omu wo club side no mo de bo enye coach adwuma ya katsa
onu kwa wakasa enye na adwuma
what you say machama machama sa
Otuado say oh bana bebobo na no na adwuma
o say yanimu ho no say yentumi nhye go na enye ono Otuado ene e ba be kire woni o say Godiola mo anytime a free ba no o mo no say kirew say na nhye goals
I just say ni seniors
no ba person o kire say o no ni sa time no de be kirew sa coach no say ko hye goal so che say minim de ntia na still o mo da so te no ho still na mo da so te minim de Mr. Okreku ehun wo Otuado mu minimo what na ma ya man tiase Ghana wan anka bi obi ase coach ni nya de hwe the last time be last 5 friendly matches yabo Ghana ye winning ba kokra o the last 5 friendly matches yabo one cry ye winning
so
ya say yes
GFA president this rot Ghana for sabi ye ni GFA ho hu ye e man ni mema nyina
obi ahu ye
and he did not see akwakodu sam pempenso we ya obi aye
aka 72 days
ye
kwa World Cup coach ya o ye kofa na ye oba ye nim ne oba o e say team bia wo kwa e de ya ye players bi wo hodmo a ya mo say ta say core of the team omo do omo wo hodada ye de ba be keka ho so what about his situation where ba ye nya new coach no aba was Benjamin Asare kra me hwe no goalkeeper na and so many to me pese me sesa no na me kofo be fufuro ba what the play what say team no I feel the ni parents no fufuro ba so what I say enti da no say Ghana Football Association get rid of that coach yakasa
enti panifani a wotena fie man kwada acha na nka we no yebu na nka we fo a enti anya cat nso nkwai
cat kone de yetoaba
na me kan say asa na ye betoaba no wo say ya hu aju
unless say anya vote of no confidence e woni mu
say anya start
so what I say it is starting kakran say ya they do elections so a
enti afen ye starting
and Ghana for
no ye nim say he was elected
yes
ampa ye nim but eno ne ye ka kire omo a omo to aba no say ene ye curtain so wo se wo kɔ ne Otuado nyina kɔ because ade na Ghana for se enye no a ono de oje tum mu no o ma ne tena hɔ no eventually say na enyampa onya de he o ka kire say criteria o mo de be to abonten say o mo de quality coach amana be coach Ghana we say the person should have a 15 years experience in coaching our national side sata ko de be bia no ne nam onu be bia no ne nam
leader scout
me say kuku dam penifo papa bi ka technical advisor to our team Shaifa top African coach what in the CV by yamfa no emu koye din say ka say ye pe coaches ni bi amana be bo papa na ojira no e na ono aka say da bi yenkofa Shafa ne so meka no ho e na de ne bae eti nipa na no wonim de onyansa wo adwen na obetim da ye adwuma no mamfa no afi what you say ene enye Otuado nkwa na wo so ko ono de me no ye adwen but football no ye de mrane hye ne de to ho de mrane hye say we ka kire football for no moto aba ne say ye kan sam kire ket na ketentie na do elections wa omo for omo ho adwen no mo advice wo ho sure because only penny ya de eno bi na simre bi atwa mu no ya say sisan we free your friends position we sisan no one sisan na ma ho sem pi bai ye we also Ghana for Ghana so to abati as a party na ko yero what I say eno ma bi ho no ma ho eye ano ano he time na e de sisan coach no so problem Everything here kasa dada kwa ni dream.
No, September.
No.
Make around 20th to 25th September.
Yeah, but
what time? I say you make it that change. Na your new coach.
Yes.
Now at least some friendlies be. And by this time can
team now. What do you call no? Almost no. The signature and that team no so. But say you want she what 72 days. A World Cup. What was the head coach? Che. The last match is our ball. Ghana, Germany, Olusu 2-1. Austria, Ghana, almost share 5-1. South Korea, Ghana, almost share 1-0. Japan, Ghana, almost share 2-0. Ghana, Comoros, we win your AFCON tournament. You win almost 1. Central Africa, also you win. Ghana, Mali, only a World Cup qualifier, you win. Ena, you need Chad and so your board draw. Share at Chado. Ghana ne Chad.
Chad no na ebe bubo mu ha say.
Ghana ne Chad. Chado.
And Serwaa hwe enra goal na second goal na Germany for the share na. Ye ne Chad e no. The same thing. Ye ne Chad e game no. Sa goal na enra Germany for the share winning goal no. The same pattern. And even against Austria so no almost saying the same thing. I
say ne tactics kakra na wo no ekwasi be say 75 minutes anasa.
You get it.
You go see getting to the end of the game.
The tactics ni na players no.
75 to 80 90 na you was your share sir.
You cannot define say ye ball ni attack and I say
defend.
Ye nibi.
Ye gina.
Iti mayehunu say bia ye attack na bia chire ho ne nyanti enko hye chire ho no. In future preferences. And I say, oh, ye defend more, ye consider goals. It be a yen adwuma kakra said a beya anymore no, a be work diama ye. Ye ya go no ye intimi shebi. Yen so ye consider. Na tactically, and right before say any Germany be bono. Me kabibi say, baby or de Jordan a you be bono crash say coach ne chire yen say adwuma no woni. Jordan a you nkwa position on the field of play. It determines say coach Otuado nyade. Or but the same thing against Austria. Amfa Jordan baby a wanya duno. Untime mon as a decoy. Player was say or bridge the midfield any attack no. And yet Jordan also boss our position in my Ghana this
want me running up and down want me.
At the time I Jordan had to me boy dribble and ya ne born now all bono. Now the name because Obona Obon is here United States or World Cup now and on our quackobo.
Yeah.
It's coach Otuado criteria that was here the Kwakofano in the first place. Now I know. Because your first one, yes, potential head coach or you proven winner with top men's national team or club football.
That
no, or scouting.
Or scouting Dortmund.
Edma Borussia Dortmund.
No, Krasa an insult to Ghanaian coach.
What I say? Oh, buy cat administration from 2019 by what's a sample? Oh, you 5 coaches. Because Pia on any year, Juma first year. Because he maybe a chair more bar first and also one for player. Be home come be brave. Oh, buy an answer to me because Pia near Juma beam. And I'll pump Pia. And I'll Koye. Or Koya, assistant coach, I didn't buy Sika Kono. Also buy within 1 year, no permanent Sika Kono call. And watching our family of Raja back buy. Also same year, no permanent call. And now far Otuado buy. Otuado the be qualification or quite no Sami Yakopana chow. Yakopana chow.
Yeah, one copper Kosiapia chow.
One copper Kosiapia chow. They say Kosiapia at the known team. Ah, yes, Sudan. Maybe I don't do here. Team a country, I can't see Mukromo. They are Bakusia, Omotim organize one movie, no Munya Baby Kromesia kind. Omotum Sudan, Omotimiko Saudi, Omotimiko, your friend is saying, Ebia Dubai. I heard him no more campaign, no more starting since a kind of. Meanwhile, this man called Kosiapia. I didn't want you, where they may hold Christian Chu. Your cup coaches are, or more chromo, my boy, to me, my own talent. Kosiapia was one of them. The papa did, yeah, a Pamona, yeah. Five good coaches. And what you saw among these few 7 years, Waba. Sunny build the team.
Say first one you can, you know.
And part one.
Now, or a second.
Me sure coaches I war Ghana from Division 1 to Premier. Now, be tear auto ne records. Now, ye ja will be to Kosiapia ho. Ye war a lot of them are. Omaji din no muye juma kama. And ma coaches ni na ho. A juma coaches ye. A empress. Bet me a yabroso. Oh yes.
With a certificate.
Of course. As young president me because now he was doing nothing. At the end of the on count
I'm for the papa be a
strengthening the weakness. I will name some the way at say on your utility player or bet me about way your winger or bet now who are they say no statistics papa be anyhow. And one say, oh, when in bobo, where soon in bo, where money are from mama me, where button, where boy 11, where boy now the obi edge no be a body of a boy. Now where they want to
be a bobby and no boys to do park and swa. The omunimo no my by the coach nature or mono.
Na coach ndian watch ra o.
Just on chira hwe wo ho.
Enti obia said ya wasua bobo no onim se ejina park so a ya bo prem me paase ama menuan eno ano mo ye. Enti we hwan na ntimi nye.
Coach bia ba ehu ade a oja wo national. O say ye tournament bia a problem ye ta face ye tournament no ye technical. Coach dey no ye. Boys in the mo ho. Players no ho. But as to say you betima you coach ne betima you so boys ne ye or park no so no. The coordination. Ni etima ka se Otoado ne nsa at that team no so Otoado. This is the signature of Otoado. Ye hu da mani bia bi woni mu. Eno ne nam ho no wagi sika no koba. Enche bia akofo nipa be se 12 say 18 abeka ho. Sankofo ni was institutional memory the only coach was ka ho should be Desmond Ofe. U20 coach no. Ono nko na coach was ka technical team no. Dauda Fatau Dauda mu nyanko. Omu nyina anko sa coach se kofo mo ba enyi obi anko na nka one person Desmond Ofe na mpa obi meka no ho for now sa no so mo yetim ne de ko bokuto ban si setua okofo ha na ba.
Breaking news and say GFA edin komo now we need an interim coach.
Sure.
Eti omorum ewo eye coach Kwesi Apia so ye say omone ne edin komo say ometinam as an interim. Ye were two friendly games bebo against Wales and Mexico. Na ome take over and famaye ansana ya heard say World Cup no either say on one beto so na ode akọ and I say GFA de be your preparation. So that is the breaking news Basisia
Sudan mebo caretaker.
Oh say no.
Na ye hwe say obetimi aya. Na Otoado kra ya mfa adwuma
na Kwesi Apia no we tried and tested.
That is tried and tested.
That is the news. Eba ntino no ye said the city and
Kwesi madam Fro no meka chense mo onye.
Obi international team. Na wo kwa kofa no a.
Se da be entry. I mean he say utimi de yebo two friends in CV. Kwesi Apia.
So
my yellow.
Yamfa ne say nya sa na omo pa kire. Omo kofa na omo kwa kofa ne
say. I say no there as a stance.
And obanso a obi on be fa na ba be omunya nipa no. No mfa ne backroom staff from ra. Mo mfa obi a me hye nipa no kom. Oh, that be a better mania 1-2 be our bench one. Near the Nabeka or more do a mobile home. Sa 18 in the cake, and my coach near Nabeka, and then goes up a Otoado, who still meant to be on your way. Come last, Papa Tenting Gramo Brunino, one a head coach of Black Queens. And we had in the Nabeka, Otoado home, Ujana, home, Uja Fina, and come back was a sa, and under 15 and 18 coaches Nabeka Otoado home. All because of one World Cup. One World Cup ne shall say free friendlies. Friendlies no so. Well, last 5 friendlies were born in our didn't you? But 2 goals pen wash it. Oh, me who the best out of the attackers here. Semenyo here corner club ahead of you. She goes on in that corner club ahead of you. We have quality. Boys no ho, but as to see a benya coach, or better use who we are in Aka. Oba no be jong etumi ye den akwada hye go crop park so otumi giga no TS park na so no come akola no fans. You call yourself a coach. Otoado. Okay. Tada no sen keja no kwan.
Enti my memory also doctor. Ya say coach Kwesi Apia.
Yeah.
Are there possible or other friends and coaches are bia you betimi reach to them also?
Well, timer ye dey criteria no beto abontin no. Yenya coach beat say Heavy Renard. Claude Roy team na ode coachi Ghana 2008 do. Na Heavy Renard eka the backroom staff one no ye adwuma. And about to just also apply for adwuma no. But ye overlooki Heavy Renard na appointment no any call for coach Otoado. And uyi Kwesi Apia free wa ono ena wababeda list no second.
Okay.
But in the second no ababe says ono so e was Saudi Arabia. Ono so ena do mo ye dey. War prepared team no dey akwakobo eye World Cup. Eti se nkomo bi betimi akoso obehia this type of eye coach say offer or they be kwa to nanim no I say a bro de Saudi for no
overwhelming
yes German and now say bia said emre atwam still now we are even a footballing country nebia ne consideration be obey them obeba it is these two coaches no heavy renowned and then coach Kwesi Appiah and now omoye possible replacement assistance for the Black Stars job coach Otuado yaje edia free nsem tie gu so ehwe and Ghana Football Association Secretariat ne the technical team no mon komo mu didi no Angel Sports ya so tete ho nti din bia ebe pop up bia no ye be to atiefo ne ahwefo anim no mo hu say there is a type of coach I do mo koba coach o mo pese idea interim coach o mo pese ni be hwa chire maye
enye Kwesi
na omo ehwe
so in this case basa na unse omo wo shafa ho on the technical team no hundada Kwesi Appiah wo Sudan we head coach ho na the papa ya kana say heavy rainer on so Saudi on so ye adwuma say Ghana kofa Saudi coach our bro ye adwuma dey na betimi dia convince no
muntimi ntua anje
dey na sika na say dey na betimi dia convince heavy rainer say omra so what I say che bi ono a feel say for football reasons inti ma membra me coach Ghana aside that Kwesi Appiah nche bia na omode offer kase Sudan for the offer tefuye kase pa beto nanim a o ma increasing the salary times 2 e dey man so ogitu mu nko ade a o ma increase o ma the scan be ma no possibility say Kwesi Appiah be ka Sudan no wo soro dan so be ba Ghana because Ghana no obaye no one omugu nanim ase and same administration is awo omunko yo same administration omo an is awo enti ni pa me madwen ye me say animanimu ya ade obetima handle team no should be sharper papa broni no da oka omo technical director na papa kese tenti no ono na madwen ye me say one Derek Ofe ana omo mienu no ebetumi akabom na omo handle team na site omo papa ne de ebe difficult say heavy rainer any Mayele beji atum so omo ba fine but there possible say ensa betima kana ni manimu ya no shafa ono na eni adwuma se na adwuma ya ne so technical director magana
ye ko work up
papa we na me kana asemi so what I say obroni yes wa coach Nigeria krada we top African coach we ni glory raw mo na nam krom ha no mo ye adwuma mo ye adwuma na drew stage be hu wo we will apply I'm a 15 years experience coach for national team and go apply by am farmer no
now o share your criteria na set you are on like me nim say draw bi o say like me odwene ho awonte ase because
motivation bi was
like odwene ho in the first place no e kwa ye fast your appointment no kra no big no Otuado criteria 5 you omode buy yin na or you below the belt we mean first excuse be ama onuru ho what I say but ni akwa ne denaba and tactically onye consistent tactically say o say coach idea defense no ya de pa derby attack and o ya de pa derby ebia our style of play bi ya yen so yen yen and as yen pe one goal project bi ni enfa nkọ tournament coach yi buy for the first time in 20 years yan qualify and nkọ bomb AFCON ya trem ya tremo
ya dosun
ya trem from 16 to 24
CAF yani ya join CAF ya do say kra
52
na ya my fan say ya team 24 2 ya Ghana ntimi an qualify all because of this young man
ntimi an qualify a whole blasters ye ne Niger akwa ball away match ya ball draw ye ball Ghana ha Niger for take leader ya teka ye ko take na coach na TSC Park so say
the player
and your friend Jerry free at the canteen na coach
TSC Park
no TSC Park so a player and wa bra yete Accra Sports
Stadium na mo ko fa ni say coach
na men ka ho to club no fa mo ko patch wo nyina e wo bra manfo ni abra mo ne coach si din ko mo okrum ha no na Ghana Football Association president better options
onim criteria onim dia me ehye pa number 4 no
obviously say
proven track record in team reconstruction organization and development of young talent.
So yes, scouting.
Ewen.
Oh, Dortmund.
Oh.
Oh no, scouting. I demand
Serwaa. Yes, o to kwadu a no in America. Yenim Jude Bellingham mo a omubedi coach Otuado do ho adanse here. Say when it comes to young talent and what Dortmund at the time na oka omo staff no ho a omo TV develop those kind of players. But oba Ghana hey young players, even Jerry Free or Dimika Kobami, because our friend be a man.
Sherman show, ya war police ni bia. Or your fan of Fufrono, or Gina Junction, or direct traffic. Or wha, be a flow come. What the no question office our hand. Also, when you're raising the rank, and you don't know what's in our office, wahan, or you're specialist in my scouting. And then you can somewhere elevating. I man the whole national team, so on coachy. And obi ni motivation a actually. I see a cofa no. And man that elevation or prove so on to me yet. Or prove ye or no aji to musa on to me yet. And we jatu and a one musa go pan just one ra. And to say ya most one sound quaid. I say a dear na fed your mohunu. What did the abre?
And mommy.
Mommy.
And I can Ghana for some Tisadia, Yanyana man.
Anya crown or more than half of Omayi because say a man 34 months. And a watcher 24 months. Don't want a woman on why they. And I sat 2 years now. What higher pa? Yet to me, I'm qualified for AFCON also crown. A big deal. Ntianka day na. Otuado intimi anfa young qualify for AFCON no kasa de na and also Jumani a different
producer said your young man no mo fa kakra bi ntwi 5 minutes bi na
yam fan soro enye bad cry.
I was another to profile and say coach Otuado massacre. I want to get is it true?
Report Otuado.
Confirmed.
I confirmed on for Black Stars a human tour na onko.
Reason here the injo muso mujana kwai.
Say non-performance.
Non-performance.
Mon homode.
F4 na kasa kwa na nkese a track for non-performance. F4 no. I'm going to tell you another day. Say kwami tanko uni ha. Ni ese kwa kofo bi amana ba be yeduma kwami tanko ye no a. Now they will give up a certain kind of credentials and they'll give out roadmap as to how any panel person can find about the neighbor. And JBS, oh, come time ko bo peja station need to say. Oh, when the waiter, oh, when the Sylvia saying it here, oh, where I was a wager into all corner, yankophobia makeke. Yakwakophobia when the Sylvia na nipan modu. Over the one phone be almost adiwi. Where you GF for now? When Chris Hilton, almost like Chris Hilton.
Yes.
Okay, almost like Chris Hilton, almost like coach Diaban. One. Almost say a detailed job description for the head coach position of the Black Stars will be published. However, an abbreviated version of the criteria of the selection of the next head coach as follows. 1. The potential head coach should be a proven winner in top men national team or club football. Buame. Otuado. Apart from coaching the Black Stars of Ghana. Hifan wa coach be.
Or Dortmund.
Dortmund has a head coach. Thank you. Almost say omu pe coach.
No a scout.
Thank you.
On a scouting youth.
Yes.
Players near there.
Yes.
On the news say we future be good.
Medase.
No, they are not Dortmund.
Medase. And the F4 say they need someone or you proven winner. They need someone sending panel when it comes to national team or club level. Sending panel performance extraordinary. Waje trophies. Waje trophies. Oh, and your coach be akeke. These are the CV or mope. The Atosumienu must have a football philosophy that aligns or complements our DNA. Ghana ye DNA ni day. Ghana football DNA ni day. Dia DNA.
Na ye DNA bi.
Ena mi beside ye DNA ni day. Ye DNA no. Anya ho ko baso no betima katiki taka.
Timo. Enso edi to yana sponsor tanka. Enso agina kunya na ba Facebook ye blazy Benedicta na Daruma na Facebook ye blazy a. We join Facebook see ya. Obenya update video see any audios being show na show na exciting. And so etimi the amount to that join us on Facebook na also for a drink trip. And so no. Ewo da. Rebecca say alhamdulillah. pempenso odi adrumi ankasa me din Ebeneza pempenso a nyame odi adri ebekọ na yada na se send them Tuesday na yas me pese Ghana Football Association ebe mistake akova sanfo ndi o mabaye adwuma. Name number 1 James Akosua Mayele. James Akosua Mayele. Se Akosua sabe fa Ghana adwuma na a trust ministry no any F no omo feli Ghanaians. Se James Akosua Mayele or sign F ni sadi adwuma na mana ministry the taxpayers money omo mana ko waste a ticket in taxpayers money omo agye ma minimum ton so there you know omo tax e ko twetwa yi ka no so omo ko Akosua ba ya ma minimum bre omo bregu. Name number 2 Desmond Affair was some brutal Desmond Affair me matete say ono so contender ombe to me de na ba be adwuma no coach Desmond Affair ono so me team bia efe no de adwuma na mana me di Ghana for one year especially the GF in the sports ministry coach otoso me ensa sabro ni no chini esresre adwuma no Tom Saint First coach at the Gambian national team coach at the Malian national team sabro ni na ono onam no osresre adwuma no adwuma maye kwa na ono ade no honkoto adwuma me no sabro ni obi a wi ase onam ono ade no honkoto adwuma bi onim adwuma sa coaches miensa we me dokr se me hu se GF no ene the ministry akambo afa coaches we mu ba kwa me di omho ya papa na wan hwa me drop petition e dey akọ Ghana Football Association say sa coach no mane nya adwuma na yi nyina ye simple omo me answer obi anu woni adwuma at just to say level na ye team na du no ye hia Akosua bia level na team na du no ye hia Desmond Affair ene ye hia Tom Saint First bia o ha bia ye hia coaches papa omo kuta track record o mbetumi ababa ye adwuma no me say Ghana pa omo nwonwre ye coffers nim aban ne po omo nwonwre ministry ho omo nyi $1 million even cover Jose Mourinho say 2 months contract over Ghana unko wake up number cause Kano o told you between $500,000 na as compensation
but Lord and some are can now ba me the mini coaches na wo bo mu di ni na
yeah
semi read the National Studios of Rejoice 101.7 na normal assan dia
good
mintini nchere menye sa wo ko efe no ọmọ yìí ni so dia ọmọ pampantiri na ọmọ list yìí ni guru ọmọ asankofo ọbọ din ọmọ
wọ so
ẹyẹ even kwan mi hu obi akora ka ọmọ hu bi
sa nkrofo mi nse
Akosua Apia Desmond Affair and Tom Saint Faith these are the 3 coaches like you say bin to ebe yi mu baako me say semi wura ebia Rejoice studio hasen na normal cast sa wa etire nkoma no adane dia mintimi nkyere de ba sisi ye di nkoma die enura me ka availability asem bi kyerɛ
yeah
and based on that any sika sem ne normal bebrebe no these are the available coaches a edo metimi yi mu baako
wow me die ataka so mu koyi sa coaches wo mu miensa o no support Ghana biom
omo na ya available
oh na one lead available
na wa lead sika
Jose Mourinho
Ghana beti sika akọ tua wa lead sika na atua neka sika obe demand no
oh say o told no budget $500,000 as compensation adwuma papa bena on obe budget $500,000 ekodi $500,000 omo the best na for nota
eye no ma be
but we say chief compounds be $500,000
na me mpome kwa me nso me ye among these coaches na me pese Jimmy di wo wiase at this stage me say adwuma nka menye good because if some ye Akosua Apia kwasiti Sudan say ko nko omo som ne say nyame Sudan fo ne gi Akosua Apia di and obeba ba gi Ghana adwuma we obejai Sudan adwuma no na wa ba gi Ghana adwuma no na wa ya wie ni apam no wa kwotena fie bo bra wunya adwuma nya bi and your question obebusa ho
yeah
and Desmond Affair baby and who Desmond of under 20. And just recently on say your technical team omo before the app. Now or your second assistant coach you said then to Bruni be kwa ba be send vimfi. Enti oko ka dem so ko fa Desmond of that and tinra asema ne ka say personality ne character no. Say Desmond of ejo imagine Desmond of any Linus Scaloni. Desmond of any Thomas Tuchel. Desmond of any Zdravko Dalic. Abba bra. Na Tom Senford ono so ba Zambia I think 2021 Cameroon AFCON no what the Gambia for no ko I think quarter finals for the first
Musa Barumo.
yes sa Bologna then time was na kan ma Bologna omo ya ade but since then no man ko ye Mali for be fan Tom Senford gina wa Accra Sports Stadium any ye share Mali now to say coach no bibia nye enti among the three coaches no so there I can confidently tell you say the bian so ansesa on me contemplate among the three no me ba ko dia magana enti ebia wani so ade hu say bia won support bi mu no ebia betimi abam
oh yeah me wo Ghana ntade be de no me dia kwachi obi kura go e ba na sade ya me support Ghana bi kura
and as to say time me ye wrongo say nye wrongo eye efina na yes adwuma wi
okay
mabo oh in fact eya na Ghana sem ne kano edu ba bia ne kan ye dini ohun ba bia on fast ni free na ohun ba bia o de kwa akosi and they are very bad meaning since CK buy and I say a cat buy and na ye kan wo during the commentary no me coach is a appointing in now one person together with the ministry person metisi kakesi akofa coach bia o person mo fa bia coach bi on nam sabi o mancho e ba na fa good no mo dia jo mo di ba o ma ya enfant mo ya enfant anentina mo ntimi nsesa mo adwen enipa da sani satira na adwen o sebi imprediasan empenifo sebi o kwasia na nsesa na adwen eyo kwasia pe enen nsesa na adwen entimo ya sala la sula la we sa ba be do this stage na se mo nsesa mo adwen dia ene nsema mpenifo kan no mo ya confirm o ma vindicating mpenifo no because among these three coaches na emu baako ene ebe coach Blasters bia ena me mini sika na bi kaka me ma Tom Senford na wo kan no la sula la coach bi Desmond of kwa de bobo enti adwuma de edene bebe ya dunie ye wo into a critical stages a awo se timitrans na ye wo e ho mpane na ye diagnostic ye ho yie na nyesa adwuma no edene
because every buy no your coaches bebre a every ababe form me boa so see you mu nyina your coaches o maba
yes
o maba be adwuma ba de mfa oh emfa so the work no coaches are relatively omo ye cheaper
yes
omo decide is on be for
omo ade yes se sika ni ye new se ya said na ye sa ade no I don't know
okay
because o de he
ma benefit coach Thomas Dua
okay
former head coach Ashanti Gold Football Club Ebony Football Club currently for coach Thomas Dua to Facebook no sumame senior ni
fantastic coach so no say German trained
coach also go start German trained coaches you know one thing na yes you know one thing down once the pressing game the pressing game
presso me kai den time na Thomas Dua or as good na utimi hu sa ade no it also a German trained
coach
and yet the Kojo Amuakun wa converting no bad midfield utimi converting from right back na Kojo Amuakun bomb midfield and meant di as good and no utimi be baby at any time e o game and meant me friends as good but here's the case I would order a German trained coach but me mahra mi nhunu
sadi
ni bi
and not game no want to me impress it but mate o ka say coach Thomas Dua a German trained coach o ka say ina no coachy Edna Lions no so
oh okay and I'm surprised me
coach good afternoon coach na bibia ba kwa dia ya mi adom coach ya hu ya pa we join live on Facebook coach Thomas Dua and other Facebook no so rejoice 101.7 FM baby I would say bia ko Facebook sisi coach Thomas Dua and that so no attacker coach e was so a German trained coach into only what we call pressing and also to convert to kodwamu akonom e mo ba as at that time what as gold and some bebre na eba abanya no asam na yeba into we yenim komo kakra ya sak coach Otado yenyina yenim sem coach e wa homa no so yenim komo bra
yeah coach ye mo kwa ba biem Edba Rejoice FM so mem
yeah me jobi bia so
yeah da si bebre say wie so wajebre na oni ye betwetwe komo na say coach so far after ice gold incidents bebre si ye no Johnny no etesen na sisi ya na hefa na wo sisi ye
sisi ya dem no Ebony Football Club.
Oh okay na enoma e kwasen
oh good because they have in a free no more second division team no more buy inti ya for so maintain say they are backup because obia no our first division maybe that that second division players in Kwane dey omabo.
Oh okay say so far but straight away yen to aso na yen call the Black Stars of Ghana enra after a game against Germany a lose game no by 2-1 and FA4 any coach a friend say Otuado etim a party ways after say we say news no offer and say
we the man difficult you be my ana I think say enye nwanwa ma engofo bebebe say surprise bi asa because the team make us and say oba ye no man share down koyi e ma no no man share down koyi ma no ana obia to no chirifo asem pakodo no man koyi a obeka joso obeyi no man koyi nti na I think say o ma ko fa no ma sa ka chen say ultimate I think that the right way.
The right way, but you count down to the World Cup now. You were only 72 days, and at me aka. Who your coach? And to say Sebia Thomas Dua and Penifo point to say, "When our Babefa Black Stars in this shortest possible time." Now they call World Cup now. Send a Jumana back Kwamau.
That's it. The woman is football team like Black Stars and then the highest one. Now the woman say the personality and the coaches team because you have now coach we say be out team try so cross ball we say and also we in the BBC and you just shaping polish and I say what me fa nipa na ombetimi aboa na motimi say adwuma no enti anyway in the DJ would the near akana ho ache ana say bibi atisa team no na you players by anything you make me akano no you will players but you need to because of situations here ya burden ya dey Black Star no me bi sa Black Star no sa na make me akano obi aba no abesejesi no abobi obi aba no abesejesi no abobi this year ujira ho yi catch us say Black Star 11 ultimi but here time you catch us say Black Star 11 na o ba kra na wuti play mu ba no kra o ni so wunya bi mo o say asuma si wo nti o say ko for a now you defender now the over for o ba kra ni say o betna ben but ha no say players na ikuta no o kra catch us say squad no bu nipa me say dia o mo poto aso kwa na I think so mo Jordan bia o me sure say ana say friend nyo so kakra untimi mo nipa bia di bia sa the amana is difficult you know but Black Star there you can say fa coach bi na on person personality with more e bit on bit me are
na say no o kan nyina no say teamwork ni ho e dey na alidi to say ade na say ko e ka so obi mbo Black Stars first level na e betimi aye den etino is it because of say your youth side ni ye hwe ni ye anase ye oman na nkasa ni plan for football e tinti na e ko so sa de we
yeah woman say sa plan work na wo ho na timika se football ni ko ye no say sa system no eni ho say wo mo bo adano mo ko German match nyina no obi so mo obi no ko about the 17 da obi so mo ko obi no about the 20 da and the football no so ɛyɛ rhythm ɛne sɛn wokɔ Germany sɛsie yɛ a yɛwɔ team ni bi wɔ hɔ a ɔmo afa mu nipa bɛɛ 4 nti saa team nipa 4 no Germanfoɔ no ɔmo yɛ okay with buyer players no nti ɛne team yɛ ɔmo training bom wokɔ Spain a Madrid and Barcelona players ɔmo dɔɔso wɔm wokɔ France a Paris Saint-Germain Francefoɔ no dɔɔso wɔm so nti sɛ yɛyɛ deɛ no kɔyɛ individual players one saa na ɛyɛ na ɛden ɛna nyɛ wo ne ne bɔɔ youth na ayɛ sɛ menim sɛ mebɔ pass wei sɛ wei hɔ a wei wɔ speed a ɔbɛkɔ wei taake a na wei gyina hɔ hwɛ wei mma press a na wei gyina hɔ hwɛ nti na ama sɛ saa nɔɔma no ɛtuto sene no first no nyɛ coach biara gidigidi na na yɛ mpanyimfoɔ no coach o ne yɛnyɛ team ne firi akyire na ɛba ne yɛnyɛ team ne firi akyire na ɛba wokate wɔ ne kura wote no sɛ Nyimɛnɔlama ɛne Frimpong Manso na ɛbɔ Blaster 4 and 5 wokate wɔ ne a wɔn mu mmienu abɔ a wote no sɛ Samson Ampia Emmanuel Ampia ɛne Frimpong Manso na ɛbɛbɔ 4 and 5 Ghana 2 but sɛ no yɛpɛ 4 and 5 no kura ne yɛ suro because ɔmo nkreke ɔmo nyina ɛkɔ rɔ wɔn na ɛyɛ adwuma no wɔn na ɛka akyire saa na na fɛn so yɛnya dɔmɛnsa sɛkofoɔ ɛmo ɔmo bɔ ya ɔbɛfiri mu na Isila Iliasu ɔso Isila Iliasu ɛbɛkɔbaayɛ na ɔbɛhyɛm na John Boy abɛhyɛm na wabɛpɛ dɔmɛnsa efiri na Jerry Akame nko so abɛhyɛm saa na yɛyɛ no in national team no but they say no when we bɔ Turkey we bɔ France board no nyɛ nyina na yɛ adekoro training na ɔmo yɛ no ɛnyɛ nyina na yɛ adekoro nti wonim nipa no paa sɛ ɔne no yɛ ɛbɔ mu ne ayi a ɛnsɛ ya problem ba obi wɔ hɔ a ɔpem na baako de ne nyansa ɛpɛ akyiri saa na football na ɛteɛ nti sese no yɛnya coach bi a ɔwɔ experience a mefa ne sɛ personality ɛwɔ ne mu ɔka sɛ daa wobɛda ɔka sɛ yɛnyɛ saa deɛ wei yɛnkɔ pressing te sɛ deɛ na mo ka sɛ German pressing no ɔka sɛ yɛnkɔ pressing a yɛkɔ pressing but ɛno a wohwɛ football no na Germanfoɔ ne bɔ no a asɛ sɛ Germanfoɔ kora ɛbɔ Spanish ball no bi because of yɛ pressing no ano ɔmlɛ yɛn Africans no yɛ pressing na ne boa yɛyɛ o because yɛ pressing a ne yɛtumi bɔ ball no yɛgye ball no firi nsɛm a na yɛyɛ bɔ na wo taake but sɛ yɛn na yɛ taake wohwɛ bɛɛ sɛ first 25 minutes ball no wɔ yɛ half faa ɛnyɛ yiye nti yɛ sɛ ɛnyɛ obi a ɔyɛ personality bi ma no bɛfa team no
coach em say waka nsɛm bebree yɛ brɛ ne nti no yɛbɛtumi de asi a na me last question no ɛyɛ sɛ nti sɛ no coach bi bɛsisi yi emre tie waya akai de yɛ kɔ World Cup na what expectations edema sa coach so wɔ personality so free him na ba say the type of play ben and wobo expectations ben and obɛwɔ de ama coach no going to the World Cup
and America say no just a personality ne ebetimi afa de edena akɔ because of so you can say about the information for Florida. It depends players are all and I can say me bo 4-4-2 coach meet me can say me bet media me bo 4-4-2 as you know them players or not. Yes, I know. We shall qualities now or now. And also so we have the ball 3 back, 4 midfielders, 3 front. But you give me the catch and say medium 4-4-2 never team. That be players or not. Let's quality na wo no azan wanya information beba sana be kaka
okay coach we dey bada say baranke jao last tower who can personality Ghana e local coach bi a all that personality be tuma ye adwuma no
dey Ghana ha kwa dey say no aya na etogo ho na me we kura akọ ye di anya se bi a coach si ni ha o ye di adwuma ne mo a mo mu ni obi aya aka yɛ man adwuma na no bia ya ka kyesɛ wɔnya blaster coach because coaches na wɔ Ghana ha no kwa no
yeah
yɛ nkreke yɛ no yɛ ho ɛda bibi kwa yɛ ama yɛ no yɛ ho because me ya bande me Ghana ha titu from panyimfo omo ball omo nim ball mu kreatum frem say na Tommy ye den adentin ya bando ani ayi coach bia no take telephone apart from Ibrahim Tanko coach bia no for telephone sebe
of all the coaches from Ghana
na me come chero
apart from Ibrahim Tanko bia amfrɛ
obi anu coach bia o coach Ghana ha bia no timi frem
na omo hye omo tumi kasa ho de
na omo ni wu asem okoja adwuma no ya pam no ba kwa obeba be kasa ho e bia na nadamfo no ya pam omo wi anu nadamfo
okay na just say kan ye de me say wanya adwuma no na le kai ma e so fra unia me ma me kan jiro say coach Akosua Pia first national assignment na no wo wo we ni bia no ma $300 or any game be amount $300
we am come through
okay
capito we ma de kura na o ma me man
dabi
o ma no mo ball wa briche ni bi o kura da na me no ma ball nti me catch the capi wakafu the performance o say no very good nti me Serwaa catching friendly match say ansana na for world cup ni you was out of it and the match na ye ko Dubai sa no afre me say na we ni 1-0 o play at the crown abeshegu
okay
oh you want here be why be so betim dia ma because you say bobo yo
oh yeah
ya bobo wa broche e fi no ma bebrebe e ti u kasa u di o dia no kwa kasa u di ya juma ye because e bi o kwa na u kwa broche wo nya team dey papa bi abo good friends for football
good
that's so and now so coach you know o munya ba ku ni no ya moaye ho that's it
yeah
ya moaye
okay coach you better was say you better development beba na you better sambe be nkomo
yo hene
okay right. Coach Thomas Dua or your current coach at the Ebony Football Club or coach Ashanti Gold team any other premiership clubs ahodo be na coach ono so e coach wa kan sambe be enso dia 2000 Ghanaian coaches no omunya adwuma no wie pe na omo ne wa yaka abodina kekani nse nipa wonsam kekanti omunya adwuma no pe na ne omo yaka ya pam omo dia na masana no abaye fine coach nsam ne bia waka eno no ataka ye ba be ko amonone why interview ne kama na mum no ne sika sam ye problem na obisika anopa wie ya 48 million 50 cedis eka ho 4,850 Ghana cedis ajira na osina a good take away Robin take away Robin ya to ade hichere ya black na wa bone po na fi domi abra baby ya omose ne dan ne wono e kire ono badra store abe send scam obi afedie oduru onum no so me send ne ni balance ball number no boy so you didn't say send botuma yiske or twen na atwe paper or twen na atwe paper say wade mawu or twen ne sika 48 million en kan sika opepe edempo eduanan wo twe
ene
achiripo eduonum sika we the early 2000s na to meet etu totiko osisika na yira inteni die ne ho brase kwa so go kwa so yesre wadaroma ebia na wo hu a eyubidia
nipa kwa so re nyame so adwuma
yes wo de nyame so adwuma pa chew wo de se hu a fa rejoice fm ha yesre wo ana wo de fra number impo na woni nipa ni nkomo 0245 01 9084 0245 01 9084 48 million and 50 Ghana cedis yesre wo de hu a domi abra omo se dan no kwana mu wo besia ba draft store ba send this cam obi le sikai ayre shepherd team bag black ti yesre hu a na odi amani pa don eba odi amonone nsam ba kroma say mommy's joy and aba mommy's joy fried rice jollof rice any plain rice na yeye adwuma kwesieda ekosi ni kwesieda so mommy's joy this is the latest aba okrom ha mommy's joy fried rice and jollof there awurade nyankopɔn yesu kristo na play rice the papa mommy's joy every go so madru ha na ɔmo bɛn GPRTU station wode wani akyerɛm ɛwɔ VR hɔ no woyɛ duru bia na SDs of marathon nneɛma no hɔ a ɛna sese yi mommy's joy ɛwɔ a ɔmo ba ɔmo yɛ nnuane bia na wokɔyɛ wedding bia na wokɔyɛ yie bi kora na woyɛ party bi wopɛ sɛ ɔmo yɛ aduane nso dema wa wonni problem kora ɛno nso ɛyɛ deɛ kyɛ no 0249 410 448 0249 410 448 and 0548 390316 0548 390316 nani omanso etimi aya kama don we yen we see time cry yenko amanonemre
right enti jerom na chesefa we no science kanawe ne atime de amamo ama bibibia nso atima ya kama enti uram ene uram ewo Europania ye kan say eye
What's our notification? In the notification internet, do choose all, just say internet content. You're first to have it here on Fifi Manfred on YouTube. See, if you're an investor and you've not been winning, you've not been part of the winning team, then I don't know for you. Yesterday, 4 solid calls did boom. And that is the thing. I've said it several times. There is a crack team. There can be a day or 2 or 3 where sometimes things don't go well. But when the guy sits down, they do the analysis, they look into the nitty gritty, they look at the games. We give you the best quotes here on Fifi Manfred on YouTube. So,
I want to build the biggest industrial park in Africa. Me could do parliament and say Kasano is a waste of everybody's time. First name say yeah kwa Kasao. But me could do say Kasano like Kasano ya Kasa. Like ya Kasa me kwa me interest in Sakasa. I want to build. I do your me kwa kade. Omo we kan omo kan no. Me I want to build. Me I want to be an industrialist. Person me work as I deal with papa we free.
But parliament is a talking timber.
But also I can I can always me pekasa.
Okay.
What I say?
Yes.
I like to talk. I like to have an opinion you raise. And I enjoy talking. But the mandate that the constitution gives a member of parliament, and the mandate that the people who put you there, their expectation of you as a member of parliament, is the 2 different things. So we went to make a parliament, and you know that this is the mandate, or these are the duties or responsibilities of a member of parliament. Could you chire? So obasa baby mu anu ya wo ko jira ona ka say. What I say? Wo parliament na mran say na parliamentarian obeye. And the nipa na chief na do ko so expect say no into choose ba ko na ye. And I've seen that my people need jobs. My people like what I'm doing. My people have seen that for just a little over a year in parliament. I have turned everything say you know wo ka say ofi go mu a ye bi say wo hefa ye say A+ ho. So everybody is proud. First you know we share go mu ani a on to make us ofi go mu obi say ofi also ofi agona ofi suedro eso no ofi kwam krom ofi jokwa ofi kwam krom ofi asebo also ofi winiba say no obi so obi also ofi go mu they say enche bia winiba for obi some fi o so o mu ofi winiba say ohia also e ben A+ ho no yes. And then we are going to build, and my people are excited about what we are doing. Be able to provide free internet to its people.
Into Drew constituency capital now.
So where Easter Carnival.
Yes.
First no kana me internet na me say ye am a youth no.
Okay.
They say me kwa France market woman no ye ma me no me
can
say CCR ye TikTok nkotin. It's the internet it's not for just youth but your mama your papa everybody is now connected, everybody is online, you know, eboa in the bebre.
Okay, why it connects automatically and how about password be once you enter the constituency capital
internet name A+ ubo password kwame asarobia wa connect no
really.
Yep. And no bibia ni echire udu nam district capital na France obesia market no so, and it's not just even for the people but connected it's surprisingly district education directorate on internet education directorate on internet
But you see, I can say I've connected them to internet. Yeah, district health directorate, omuni internet. See, I can say my provisions are almost so. I will say connect to the district assembly itself. We have to connect them to the internet. Won't mean tonight we are say by this time. On the internet, I just will be using the data on the phone. So it is not right. There are some schools a bit here say internet among SDA secondary school. They need to be connected because we are school for computer lab, internet not just 1 year. There are some towns right after Carnival. You better connect you almost. So I'm going to connect by 2028. Now, my constituency be a also to me internet.
That's your vision,
of course.
By 2028.
Now we call FUMA also to mean internet everywhere you go. Your friend is saying Manso, Gumwa Manso, right? During this carnival bar, also phone you are connected. Bibiaya Palmwai village, Bibiaya Jar town. You find you get there is free internet. So we call your friend is saying a Cropon. I promised them during their festival. Say IT friend is saying center now. Yes. We are going to connect it to the internet. I believe strongly. Brother, I'm kind of craving trial. I mean, in competition with Obia, and Obia Gumo Yebiano, I respect their hustle. Obia Yenedie, but you see, in this country called Ghana, it costs about 770 Ghana cedis to provide internet for a whole community. Whatever you do with that information is yours.
770.
With 770 Ghana cedis, you can give a community internet for a month. So whatever you want to do with this information is your issue. I'm not saying so. It's not even expensive. It is out and out to see as you are buying the 1 billion. I think that everybody in this country must have access to internet. And I'm telling you that in my constituency, and some professional say, oh, yes, we're providing internet or constituency for your idea. I mean, who's your achievement? Because there are areas where to provide a whole community, like to create an area where everybody can come there, use their internet, do their calls and everything, to create an area for to even put outdoor routers. Like Wundam Street, you can just browse. Some places it costs 500 Ghana cedis to give the whole community that thing. 500 for a month.
And we have fast internet.
It is the fastest. It's the fastest in the world. My constituency, the internet that I provide to them is fast. And so, whatever you want to do with that, maybe young to us.
Okay, I get it. But that's a good one. I mean, internet provision really good. Beyond that, a day in bio now. Wow, because okay, I look back and I say so makes me a sad way, and I'm proud of myself.
But what I have to say is, and it's Gumwa Central is the most popular constituency in Ghana right now.
Popular.
The whole Ghana, we be anywhere popular change Gumwa Central. Gumwa Central is the most popular constituency, and in this world, I didn't tell America 4-year movie. Now America knew back Vietnam 4000. They wanted to put America into your brain. They wanted to put the word, that name America. It has to be a household name. So you started with America because in your mind, your mind is the best place to be. And I can promise you that because of the kind of things that we have done with Gumwa Central now, I can tell you for a fact, Crown Forest, Crown Forest are booked till. It takes a lot to get booking. You have to book in advance.
Crown Forest.
Yes, and it's not just Crown Forest. Easter Carnival, hotels are booked. I have to struggle to get to a place to sleep. What I say, my people on more hospitality facilities, they are making money, they are cashing in. AJY guest house for my friend is booked for the whole period. It's a lot
and happen that's in
it's not it would like an idea to me it's not possible. We are true light at two constituencies in the so, and that is just one. By the end of May, I will have my free zones developers license. There will be a free zones area in Gumwa Central. Yes. Look, Gumwa Central is on the second busiest trade corridor on the African continent, and we have to leverage on that one alone. If you happen to find yourself on the second busiest trade corridor on the continent, you should be able to leverage on that to industrialize. And we are going to industrialize Gomoa Central. It will not affect only Gomoa Central, but Gomoa as a whole. Gomoa East, Gomoa West, Gomoa Central. We industrializing. Look, I'm talking to Ghana Port and Harbours Authority. Me over ambitious. It's a minimum for transia. Me pesa me come vision actually because we for ambulance. We kasa we emsa or bodamba. Yes. But you pesi you see port war Mankwaze for that area. No, you pesi you po. There is an ocean in Gomoa, Gomoa West. And so I'm talking to my people. We want to build an industrial area in our place, and we need a port to link up with it. We are too connected. We can do this together with. All we need is for government to create an enabling environment. So we need permits, we need this. We want to build the biggest industrial park in Africa. In our area. And it is not just in Gomoa Central, but Asasine stretch it all the way into Gomoa West. And we want to come together to build an industrial area. Sisi Ayeka say, ahem for Nananum, regional minister Krum. You know, our regional minister, a guy man, or one of the best people that you can ever come encounter. And only Krum.
Are your constituent?
First, no Gomoa East, no Gomoa West boom.
Okay.
It's on why MP, Gomoa constituency, which is Gomoa East. And so Yebechim, Central. And yeah, say na ne kroma him for instance, we use as to us and yes, be omo pesca, but obia obeba be industrialize, obey create industries where they are providing the land. So my people are supporting me, very almost supporting me, and so
I say ubenya free zones license
by ending of May, a worst case scenario.
Meaning say a whole free zones will not be under the free zones authority.
No, free zones authority must give you a license to operate a free zones area.
Okay.
And it is amazing. Free zones and Yamina me from once again, because so yeah, dear sabotage the free zone from normal frame. They come to my office, they are working together with us. And what the reason why we need Gomoa Central to be a free zones area, and I say it allows you, it gives you a lot of incentives. So incentives now businesses now a wohono. Taxes be or buying the better because we'll be businesses no who importing your man. There are so many incentives are buying the bema. And so once we get that area as a free zones area, no, a big woman can be breed on businesses about because our business or will benefit as amount for but we are not working just with the free zones authority. You need GIPC, Ghana Investment Promotion for year. Currently they are sending interested companies to us. Say business Gomoa Central. Apart from that, no, we are also in talks with the African Union. Our partnership is going to be between the Ghana Free Zones, ourselves, and the African Union through the African Continental Free Trade Area. And after sending an MOU to form a joint working committee, so that you see after agreement, it allows you to take your goods from one country to all the 50 countries are ratify agreement, without paying duties. So we are creating a free zones area where the raw material will come in duty free. The ones that we need from outside will come in duty free, and then we are creating a partnership with AFTA, which will help us to take the goods from our enclave onto the wider market, also duty free. Also, the reason why China be America be India be Africa when they say trade barriers no doors. From between Abidjan and Lagos, there are about 70 trade barriers. But who produce Guangzhou now they call Beijing, it's open. And you have a wider market to sell a lot of goods. But Hanu produce Ghana, answer the do Lagos on Obebre, and that is why they established the African Continental Free Trade Area, our headquarters in Ghana. And so all of these opportunities are available for us. So we are saying to people, come and produce here. Your goods are coming in duty free. When you add value, goods no be free. The African Union is already in there with us, and goods
outside market
to be able to, because 30 million people near Ghana. Adentina yentumen ton ade mani Kenya. Say bet me the nome fi ha ko Kenya dia. then it means that business now we are Ghana no, we will get a bigger market. But so Uber producer is only in Ghana. A high range, so businesses won't want to come, but we are promising them the entry and the exit.
You've eloquently espoused that big vision of our constituency. You said beyond the talk. Now, when I get to the constituency now, on our proposed site for the enclave, and then I mean who's is here?
Currently, we are doing all the paperwork. Currently, we have paid a lot for land
for land
acquisition. We are in talks with the Lands Commission.
We have paying a lot. Is it from the office of the MP? And I'm now say investors be advances.
Maybe as can if you buy there for home.
Oh, that's what you.
Yeah, creative you want to and
I say I have for the assassin.
Some people bring in out besides it's kind of thing. Let's go with you. And I was a lot. There is a lot, and then there are some areas where I would say, some financial commitment, and we are doing a lot of financial commitments. My interest in this microphone, make from because so we also want to ensure, say, I have too many people from me say, free zones now, we company we also benefit, some joint ventures near there. They want some outright sale. We accept all of that, and then because of that, we are moving very fast. By the end of this year, we will launch our entrance. The entrance is a 10-story on both sides, and it's a magnificent, it's an iconic entrance into the new city, that industrial city that we want to build. By ending of this year, we should commission the entrance that takes you into the free zones area, and this is going to be an iconic structure that will be built. Fabrication in India, so that it's prefab. We will bring everything and then we will mount, and it's going to be beautiful. You see, there's one thing about us: we don't stop, and we have a policy. Just start. So we are very serious about this thing that we want to do, and we are not stopping. I will invite you. Lunch, I'm sure you saw it, but we are going to invite you to the lunch, to the commissioning of the entrance in Gomua.
That's interesting. I mean, is there something about being a member of parliament? Until you became an MP. Have you had that reality check? No?
I'm not the traditional, or if you like, the traditional member of parliament. Maybe my dear. Now obi dwen yen na member dwen. And I didn't maybe who will cry me fe. I may need just to me buanipa. You know, I did TPP. Na you might say we yari o yanjis kan kobuano. We ma me yari o yanjis kan we ho aka yanko obi wo prison yanko yino. Enti no ana mana na abeka ho cry me need just say to me buanipa. Enti me bibie no eba as a surprise. And as my year can wo hanya na den we tumi aye wo constituency bi no me expect some crofon kasa my ade. Me ankasa ye me fe. O me to trumpeter na mabo.
Wow, boy.
Me fam beto say trumpet na trumpet ye de say yenum na de na me nipa mienu bebo. Me na mebo. Trumpet nyam e won say guitar de met ma bo me guitar na me mo no wabo bi. But trumpet de ye de ano na ebo. Has say so cover that baby until ye mfa until ye nche until me trumpet no me bo na me ama trance na ma hwe e me nije. Me boa obi na ogira ne nan so na me obi ye say etumi aboa na onya scholarship okosku na me ni age me mpese on obeka so odamase o. Naturally no ya me say member boa nipa won timi ya me fe. So I never get disappointed. Hey, Nankrofo, my yard, so I have never been disappointed. And everything that maybe who or politics, you know, I think that is something that first, now some jijiska obi here school fees. Child supporting the power. Obi here emergency healthcare. And I feel my MP na buy my common fund. Common fund buy and kase minkudi. Edwuma na me stress no kofo say yan no why ko bi mu hia bridge kakra afia ban ma miska international say ska nita mama bra bokra easy say ska no me common fan me nkodi bi
na say ska no say no
so kra betimi aye bibi no so kra e betimi aye bibi there are so many things about me do common fan aye And I mean, no, the constituency na me na no, because me the common fund into we are make madwin achiro. Me we are basica. Me are basica. Into no ya no make madwin achiro, me kan okre na achiro. What you say? Aha. And I make sure say we are out there to go and serve the people. Aha. Me nko school feeding contract. Me ne DC nko school dan ho na DC ko si school dan na wa ma me bi me kra me mpe. I buy contract nankasa no me cry no me mempe. It's like it's very difficult for me to have issues with even my district assembly.
No, but because you're an independent candidate, district assembly who is a government rep
now kwame plus me pure officer who's a bosom na beji now obi a president to me me be di burunya na young president now point to just that I'm a very nice person. I don't abuse my influence and all. I hate me be mama and this is my friend before be DC. He's my very good friend and I'm what I say and me person oye free not oboa concern and he's a very good guy. The whole Ghana up could be say BNI and as a national security they will tell you that Gomua Central is the most peaceful constituency. Yam konsa ane omano MP mpe school feeding MP mpe school dining yekosi ni ama MPB and DC any assembly no omka chem so mokosi chip compound clinic minim say bi aban adwuma de we ya it take years near here me ko be 3 months no mo si dan na si ho enti me trust omo what you say but senke ya ade bi a me kra no me the kind of person a me ni brace ane omana ka me no be ku what you say me ade no some person me ya want to stop me Kwame plus amasa be MP. What I say? Kwame plus me na me tia amasa be MP. But it's just that power that we have is to build, is to serve. It's say no because some crana in shada me ba me fed am funny serious.
But do you honestly get worried when you hear people say Kwame plus intimate kasa wo parliament? And, you get worried.
MPs no mo kasa no den no mo aka. I want to build the biggest industrial park in Africa. Me could do parliament and a casa no is a waste of everybody's time. First name say ya kwa casa, but me could do a casa no like casa no ya casa like ya casa. Me kwa me interest in casa. I want to build. I build your me kwa kade. Omo we kan omo kan no. I want to build. I want to be an industrialist. Person me work kasa deal with papa we na omo kasa free.
But parliament is a talking chamber.
But also at some men can that be what kasa dey na mine ye. I can always me pekasa.
Okay.
What I say?
Yes.
I like to talk. I like to have an opinion on every issue that you raise. And I enjoy talking. But the mandate that the constitution gives a member of parliament, and the mandate that the people who put you there, their expectation of you as a member of parliament, is the two different things. So we wait make a parliament, and you know that this is the mandate or these are the duties or responsibilities of a member of parliament. Could you chire? So obasa baby omo anu ye wo ko jina ona ka say. What I say? Wo parliament na mran say na parliamentarian obeye. And the nipa na tifi na do ko so expect say no into choose ba ko na ye. And I've seen that my people need jobs. My people like what I'm doing. My people have seen that for just a little over a year in parliament. I have turned everything say wo ka say ofi go mu a ye bi say wo hefa ye say A plus ho. So everybody is proud. First we share go mu ani a on to make us ofi go mu obi say ofi also ofi agona ofi suedro eso no ofi kwam krom ofi jokwa ofi kwam krom ofi asebo so ofi winiba say no obi so obi also ofi go mu a they say enche bia winiba for ko bi some fi o make so o mu ofi winiba say o here also e ben A plus ho no. Yes, and then we are going to build. And my people are excited about what we are doing. And and say no me jata. Yes, me jani me ni hwe krama ya opo.
You be abeka bia
me na wo hu say jata kona krama ya opo no twene ni akohwe. Da bi bro me back room na me da kiosk mo. My riser be ye MP. Me mo odin me ni edin. Me ntwa me ni hwe nkrofo like akasa na wo kan me be hwe sa eden. And my focus is youth development, women. Me constituency pet. I don't know. But my constituency is one of the few areas ever Ghana mama must some from Kwegimo be a back 100%.
They've paid back the money.
Wow, anka 1 CD. Omu jumping, omu nim the way I met here. No mu nim say I don't know per say your boy 100%. Like once a bank sika de e fa say bia MP anya bank sika kra MP de wo disika man krofo a omuji sika na onu so we MP na de ba ye di ye ntua me my constituency me members ka so mo fan ko ye mo fan digwa omu nyina obi atua 100% anka one Ghana ye principle do Ghana ni we ye ni ye obeye Ghana man we da he ni ye obeye everybody brought the money back 100%. I said take it back to them and increase it for them, and I know everybody will bring it back. But yeah, Maslock na yeah the boa ma, yeah the boa small businesses, yeah but skano kwa emma adentia. There is no discipline. But obi enim se Kwame Plus, skano yeah the abasi yeah the boa krono. Wo ji wia na the bar or chine betumi di amobi. Wo di a wo the next election men to mame.
Odi a obey ne den.
One kasa obi hu mi suban say ye. Obi hu say me wo say obi hu say mi suban ye. Oh aha obi say na yendo we na ya ade no any such way say bo say ye hu wo krom a me ma no mo feel me me ma no mo ye principle do ye hu krom a bo say we no gis ka no di ene ye be ka kire obi a so aha nti no bo say wo sia wo krom a wo say why isolated in a way what could you witness that ye tu a ye sha okra ya nchia wo ye sha wa do witness wo ko ne ye tu a wo nua kura hu wo nchia wo. And so we have to create me and ma the fear of losing election and me bank na me kuta hwe what I say until bibia and sheda bibia menya wo wi me no tie ka say I'm proud e me ni je say bibia nyankopon de me bedu enti no ochira mini parliament e be den
yeah but enye obia na what's our mindset I mean say the fear of losing election should not say for most of your colleagues in parliament no?
Yeah.
Bebrena may not have built or moved to a certain level before entering in your free parliament and we hear report of former MPs some of them have to be put in stretchers to parliament say on be peska kradi akọ hospital any ade bi mo ebeba beje la lasu la kakra wo parliament enti enyo bia na that fear of losing election of funny easy how
minimum keniso no ye parliamentary footballer ono so bo wie no ono so ye discuss here the hospital me musician me name actor and it's not just parliamentarian it's a cuts across enti no ebia it depends e wiase wonnim ne ochena ebeba obi betumi aye ne bibia but bibi betumi abebom e wiase no you have to understand it in a different way enti no I don't have a problem with that the problem that I have is doing the wrong thing to win an election and no na me here aha then I will no me no ya adwen me no ya adwen
obeka kire no
straight and I then I see ye and anopem wo no bia ba say o ye se nra school dan bi esi be mo akobu nti kofo bi adwan am say catch am so mo fra MP jama mo ka say me da so ya Kwame Plus me na me MP no mabu I will say ye bibi papa say o say si a district center to say government kuma ye friend saying a bibi a event a 6 March na dear friend saying independence square to hono besi ne eda ho na kan kra as asase a aye problem is kwame kuma nje independence square to ho a enka hifa ne be ye nyoma won kran krom ha enka bibi ani ho and so we also create an area some we scam make me to talk down here where we ho kra na me dey check community no district and say ha and the ye district friends saying square aye bibia wo ha e wo se ye jato ho ma echirima enti no so wo be ka say na sentiment asia jatan hwe kraman wo po wona chi o na
but that would also be autocracy as a autocratic MP so you say no matter whose ox is God and no stakeholder consultation ye we is that your approach
how enti no mine ye no ai papa yi adamfo yi zuba ko gina Kumasi se wo ton ade wo kwan ho a ye bubefu mu nyina mu tuma no gu no so Kumasi kro no wo se ye ne yie wuti baabi ton ade onu se baabi ye ton ade enye mu nyina mo ka ho media na mo atu no zuba wo mu nyina mo ka ho baabi wa wo tena ton ade a wo se ye kire wo mafia kakra ye kwan afi ha de akota korade express road obi sunu kiosk kwan no mu oyale would kiosk kwan mu kwan a ye explain no mind better na ye no e was see nyankrofo bi a omani eden a san no ma we omonwen ho e was say MP ade no e was say ye ade no to ho na nka me ba ye na nka wo fra mi hey a me betena hey e say MP oya yo autocratic me see obi enye sa we hu sane e be ya da bi ye be ye
Ebebuna ya.
Ochina ya be ya de papeja. Ochina ya lusu election ya kwame say na Akosua do kan ya went to me aye no. Say may stop galamsey na may lusu election kran ya hwe election ya ho ne fa ko heaven. At the end bia be kwa contest you but you be the right you lusu so ya hwe. Me to fa election hunahuna me. I was saying microphone ho tom. I was say gumwa e look different and I believe that we can do it. Say when who kru aye a enye dictator na see da. Cheme kru ba ko wo wiase a aye a enye dictator autocracy nya wo kanyina cheme ba ko pe e wo wiase China England before na ebe democracy no na dictators no ni monarchs o masi kru no o ma ye kru no without that nya mu ye sese your man na ye yese munya nkrofo mu ani edin o mu amini se o mu betu ho asiwa ye adwuma wo ye no kra mfa no ho na nse mi ho akwa bi a o di matam wo Facebook so o ye vi na me se na wo ye foforo atem no di me bebregu YouTube na kohwe bi keke na download na poster afuna wo sa betra se akeka dwen ho dabi download dada ni bi bebre wo bro okay bro say dey ken kahe ezo go dey
the Honorable Kwame Asare Obeng Kwame A+. Do you still want to be president?
I want to live. I want to have good health. Enu ne hia. Na yen de sorry akaza na meye say na wonu ma ochina ne ebe ye. Me I just want
Wahala. You are on record.
Anya hwe enu ye nrade no. Enda beti de na me hia ya ahoden enkwatenti ahoden wom. Ne aka ne nyanya nyame be ye.
And you are still using Gomoa Central to prove a point to the rest of the country. Say it can be done.
I think that say the Gomoa Central kakre mame na went to me aya. The day na we ya ansa obeye MP no. And na emfa so obeye na won ho. Ya the man went to me aya. De bia na we say you na see na wo kasa. Wonya kasa makasa na kumu amu kasa cheme omo yesen. Na afi na me sa be kasa. Unim se me be MP me tu kwan be ya dia obi ntumi twa photo. Na nsen na me twa photo ba ko London. Because me hwe bebia me fi ya nso ye nipa na me hwe bebia me ko omo so omo ye nipa. Why can't we be like them? It's ya na me twa photo na me post no me ferry. I'm being honest. So why can't we be like this? Na say me ko Dubai me ko hwe a penguin on a desert. There is a penguin. Do you know what is the mindset of the people who decided to bring a penguin to a desert? To create an environment where a penguin can live in on a desert. These guys are overambitious and they have been able to do it. They built Dubai and Abu Dhabi and they built it on a desert and there is a penguin living in Dubai. Bro, I was saying the
pace are you confident?
Yes, with John Mahama. With John Mahama, I'm very confident.
What has he done amounts our confidence?
I hope I answer to question way. Near John Mahama, yeah.
Amounts our confidence, no. So bet me the drew.
Then say ono friends John Mahama on Cantro.
Sir.
Na say obeka sembi and I was so excited. Or say on to me cancer galam say nkrofo ni yebi. It takes a lot of courage to say that. So for a president to say that, me mean to me cancer nkrofo or say yeah we party way for kwa. Now omudo mochi eja omo aba no we for kwa. It takes a lot for a president to be that truthful. Okay? Obi enu oto abama NDC just because onim say Ghana ebe dane heaven. Obi enu oto abama NDC because or expect say Ghana be dane obi oto abama NDC bia bebre na no omo to aba no because of one obi hu ehi. And two omo expect say at least a bit me aye honest kakra to amanipa no. Why na say onim say Akosua mama be president yakra say CD e be do be na nka plan no. We didn't even know about this. We didn't obi no expect say CD be stabilize it. Okobi say obi say CD na stabilize no. Just for a short period, for a brief period. For a brief period and solve a problem bebre. John Mahama then why yenti me wo hope CDA is stabilizing even if it is for a brief period. Hasn't it solved a lot of problems? Now say for brief period that 1 minute man for no omo ye brief period no ye omo want for. Obi to me brief period to me want for 3. What I say, the brief period to me yielded positive results. And John Mahama has done extremely well, and he has given us hope. Adia bakwa michi ene se debia ba nsesa ene omani ye broko omani sikana son sa de no na yesidi ni ye be kasa sa na wo se wo kro ni ye wo sika ni ye wo be den investors aba se me fam sika mbra bibia enye no
na se aban mu for can John Mahama nkasa can be
yes but ono all kanu na oye adwuma aka ho. See the more mistake and see the dollar no be call 5 and yet just talk or yeah. Into no so you investor no do sika ba you know that the currency is stable and it is strong.
Yeah.
What I say?
Yeah.
In this country it got to a time people were taxing, the government was taxing faith and belief. To build a country we had to tax belief and faith. They believed that Arsenal was called Chelsea was taxable. Of course. So you say be like me gidi se boy ya ekobo me hwempa Chelsea be Arsenal aban se man bi. And you say be we di awie o, wo di o wendi o. Wo twa nkwan dia magi bi. Because we this can upload this can.
The tax was on the winnings.
But we be upload this can. Na we be upload this can. Sikana wo de
what winner ye betua.
Na wo twa bet
10%.
Wo twa bet.
Yes, mean trap bas sanity.
Na woni untwa ye pon a mechirichiri untwa bet sika no be upload wo app no so wo do sika no to wona se won fe ntwa bet no be so de talk credit cry yet e levy
say no nye bet nta
na cry yet abanye ti bi say ade no wo upload say wo do kwatwa bet na bi wasa san wa bi okay me ntwa bet pesa me send ma obi abanye se ma me bi it is kan kodu onko ade abanye ba gi bi it member e levy ni mu me try the kind of money economy bibia ye kodu ye for this government to be able to come here. There is no excuse for Ghana to be a poor country, and this government is proving. Atoforsen, Dr. Siama, His Excellency the President, they are proving to everybody every day. They prove to everybody that it can be done. They are laying a foundation for others to come and build on. John Mahama has shown clearly that we don't have. Okay, let me ask you a question. Say Elon Musk by Ghana. No better gold mine on 2 gold no crowd send the we are the net worth I appreciate it. Elon Musk can come here buy a gold mine. Even before he mines the gold, his net worth will appreciate just for buying the gold mine. And Ghana has all the gold, so why are we poor? Somebody can just come and buy a gold mine, not mine the gold, but his net worth will appreciate. And you have all the gold and you are poor. Why? Ghana must not be a poor country, and you see the difficulty. And they say, so we are the papa, and so that is the only area where they will always attack. International medium fees under so much attack because that is what will build Ghana. We have to build Ghana with our own gold. Our gold has built many countries. And it is time we build our country with our own gold. And gold board is one of the most sensible things that any human being has done. Honorable was doing gold for oil. That was the idea. He also had an idea, but it was not structured in this way. So they know that the gold will work for us. The whole attack is on gold board because the gold board succeedia omumba power. Sana yeah.
That's it. You don't lose power just because you can be very successful and still lose power. You know that.
No.
You've been around for a long time.
Success was very successful.
Until you can do nyoma or manfo bebre ni jehon and still lose power.
And manfo bebre no what percentage? Why is the bebre no any jehon you are losing? It's not possible. Once you lose power, we are the manfo ne bebre na any jehon.
Okay. I will give an example. I mean, a lot of people thought President Kufuor did very well. Meboa. You even believe he did very well as president. Meboa.
Oh, yeah, familiar.
But after 8 years, on that same party's ticket, somebody you also believed in, Nanado, as flag bearer of the NPP, lost power. Even after Ghana for Jitum Sekofo, Abeya, the new maybe a bar, they revolutionary, but still the NPP lost power.
ABS President Kufuor quartet tema.
Akobe
winning. Character no the buy no, and when they lose power no, na Ghana form pay. Yeah.
In 2008.
Yes, yeah, near the buy na after bed daddy, a bed manifest yes, and won't see a catch and say we yempe and a bed daddy and untina 38 by the same character na
38 man.
38%.
We a member of parliament.
Yes.
You don't rehash propaganda.
Okay.
It is not 38%.
Yes, I
41.7.
I mean
that's the official gazetted result.
Okay, Martin.
Yes. And I think that's what you have to go with.
38. Who gazette no way?
The Gazette, the EC Gazette.
I would know why.
Same new a has.
You the bar 38. Yes, I'm so what tried and say with you. 38. Twaso.
Oh. Obi free house of records say now. Okay.
No, we record award them have been here. Who knew record no.
You don't know say EC Gazette
election. Young Casam. 38.
It is okay, so because say A plus Oba Central unya 2,000 votes.
Opa Casam 1,000. Opa Casam 1,000. You can be on farm. No, Opa be a Casam line yame. No, Opa Casam 100 na be farm. Be on farm.
Inti Nanado was your friend.
Yes.
Is he still your friend?
Oh, Nanado, I like him as a person. Yeah, people don't understand.
Do you talk to him?
That be.
But you used to talk.
No, a big man. Once Nanado do a big man, it's no, or your boss, who can friend one can ye Nanado your boss, and any year, your mama no ya down for. Your mama do the whole gun, you be a down for.
But Nanado your
boss. And once I need in Nana. O tun for friends or therefore or no nana on ya down for sir. The better than Nanado ya down for. Hey. Baby Nanado ne level your way. John Muhammad here or ya down for. Oh yeah, your boys. Obia over ko market is here obia obia do say your mama or your street or your guy. Nanado dey your boss. Nyame a small god.
What abandon the push for a third term for John Mahama?
I never.
What they are two baby?
I never. Also your records.
No, me make a statement though.
What's some abandoned?
Have you abandoned?
And I'm saying I never called for a third term for John Mahama. I only called for an end to term limits, whether it's today, whether it's after John Mahama, whether it's Bawumia Beye president, whether it's Asiedu Nketia Beye president. I'm saying that we have to look at ending term limits in Ghana. That's it. I never said that John Mahama.
That was the advocacy?
Of course.
And you still advocate for it?
Oh, I think that term limits M1 There is nowhere in this world, there's not a single country in this world that only term limits developed. And people are not looking at it from that angle. But I can tell you for a fact that there is not a single country under the sun only developing with term limits.
And move from third world to first world with term limits.
Ebin Sida, America, and Obeka. Say America, but America never had term limits for 150 years. They only had term limits in 1951 during the 22nd Amendment. Before then, all those who were contesting for just 2 terms were doing that just by convention. It was not law. It was not law. No, there is no country in this world that Omaya term limits say 8 years are kono obimbra Omaya ye we are sibini ho. England, the king, the monarch in the building Omayno. Everywhere that you have developed, because would the 8 years be 4 years work or 12 8 years be also some bibia. Now by the ye simple ye. John Mahama say President Kufuor Okan Senka President Kufuor or minister of developer or mine. Every time I know a president I'll be seen that can even Ghana. Every government has almost performing on in their first term because there is an incentive to perform, which is the second term. And when they get the second term, there is no incentive to perform because naturally, team say they will lose 8 years. Until if you work on a galamsey period, but if I didn't know Ghana politics, no, Ubia come. Maybe 30 million okruma. Mean to me, cause some democracy to person Bob Black Star. Me ko Bob Black Star meaning bo. Say with a human right into Black Star person be Bobby Esana who discriminate because person be Bobby meaning bo. I didn't know eba amembo dia. I was so Ubia can be. I was see a selection omombe ya so for. Omombe bobo. Omombe buman. Obia politician bia make decision bia na osuro electorate no hwe say yet Ghana ha na Chinese need to be fail in so say o si dan esi so na wo betumi akwacha na kwetwadua but baby ya feel it ya feel Peshi Lagunia na say minister Nyamishra Greater Accra Regional Minister Greater Accra Mayor Nyamishra omo hwe monye edwuma na moye no say president say electorate no mom to aba no foot soldier for na ade edwanti ombe yu anya hwe okwa nyame be hira wasefo be die ye say build your mind no hwe maame no gina ne na so baby o say ye kala ni pefi be o say ye kala mu firi ho onsurade this is the nipa say no ne om qualify say de o mind show om nsa China ni ba ha no abe feeling so no we sit down yesi so na town and country planning yetu omo kawo but yes sorry I see you demolition na time na microphone is no na town and country planning for when me we am president of Ghana first thing kwan bia ye bia say kwan we be 20 years because say audit it I say kwan dey 20 years I say answer say kwan no hefa I say and I said that so won to me ye kwan non living thing e ma kwan ne say na wo da so ti wi ase why a kwan I say na kwame nkroma ye kwan wu ko many years afia ne years an ye ne biemu and na president no ono onim kwan mu president Kufuor ye kwan fia kokuma ase oda so ti Ghana kwan na say etut ase kra how can any government build a road na say na government ni move forward there also move ko na echirema behwe say we num na ye what I say but president Kufuor on yet engineer highways engineer na say baby omo ye kwan minimum onye edwuma wo ho nti no wona ye de ahye won sa say wona wo behwe me begina kwan so say ye ne you and you me hu but wona ye hye won sa no as engineer na wona wo hwe no say ye se kwan be di 20 years na edi 5 years na tutu say achi wutu sa na edi bu mai one fa say no de na democracy no ye the amount time a wo person developer won ye you na we sidan town planning for munim say baby ankofo de bia mu de ka twem wo ho you know modwuma no say e wo say mo planning o man no mo planning o man no na ankofo no si dan ni wi a mo ba say ye bebu
but without democracy you will not be in parliament.
I will say democracy no ye tailor no and ye one size fit all kind of stuff. The democracy in Ghana won't work in Burkina Faso. The democracy in China won't work in England. Human beings are different, and democracy and also a tailor no depending on their culture, their history, and everything. You cannot practice the same democracy in Iran, in Australia. And you know, we have to practice. I am a Democrat. I believe in democracy, but our democracy must be tailored in such a way. Say, develop it. You cannot have every party coming with their manifesto. When you have a National Development Planning Commission, what is their job? We have to have a blueprint as a country that every government will follow. Every government must campaign and say that the amino ye plan say ye be deal with them crofo we no omo che wo ho ntino mo to abama eni enya be ntem enya say bia we no ye we ye mpe yen ba yen ye be ye say da bi plan na da ho but ade wo kan say we no omo de no ne boarding mo to abama yen ai ba be ntem ye be ni cheaper so e be last so. That is the campaign. You cannot run a country with party manifestos, and that was the recommendation of the National of the Constitution Review Commission, the one that was set up by Professor Mills. It was part of the recommendations, and this is what we have to do as a country. And you know whether if Ghana ye na manko parliament ana because without democracy men ko na me manko parliament e be den say Ghana ye a sanka men ka say me ko yegumu ye nka ba say gumu na ye deda
but on term limits no I mean I get your point.
Dominic na say sanko we chi won so what one o signal
no question am person me busa da ba we refi the afi na aba na me share I mean share the Malaysia example, the Singapore example, even Rwanda, what Kagame has done in Rwanda in the years our abaimu. We had a similar experience with Rollins, 19 years. It didn't give us the result we wanted.
Yes.
India, it's not necessarily having that longer stay in power.
Omenya longer stay. We can be near some anasi a candy pom minutes on Bayeguma.
Let's be before assembly.
It's in a patch and say here in Ghana. Ayana me can Rollins asema. Uncle, I'm happy that you brought the Rollins issue. Obi credit to me for say, oh, Gen Z for no more ban, omu feel Rollins, omu nimu no. The omu penasem tia men can Rollins asema. Let me say meka. Me say me church room. Rollins had every opportunity to turn this country around. me ye medi wo Bremensi Kuma Secondary School. Me na me form friends of JJ Rollins. Na me wo form 2. Na the Mr. Siaudonko on the headmaster. That time no na nkofo bibra started agitation on person forming new MPP na there. Enti no me Rollins, me a supporter of JJ Rollins. JJ Rollins had very beautiful ideas. No what great intentions sir. O feel say o say otumi ye. But we nya aboafo until he failed. Na say okobobo now strikers na she go no fail. Say coach ye be pam. Until ye be kasa Rollins 19 years no, he didn't do well. Rollins had
enough to do a lot.
It was enough to build. That is the same period that he did UAE. The same period now Rollins here president. So that was the same period that he did see UAE. And Rollins had every power to change everything. Unfortunately, I'm not saying that I don't like Rollins. I'm still an admirer of Jerry Rollins, but Jerry Rollins failed 19 years. Ghana better he would be President Chen will be how do I say it?
Yeah, like when you're longer stay in power.
Chen will be and look at Kagame. Look at what he's doing in his country. You have anybody who has not visited Rwanda must go and see that they have a plan. So why couldn't Rollins do it? This is the question that we are asking, and I'm saying that if you take examples of Nipa Oma building or Maya, all of them, they had the time to build, to develop, and yes, I short thought here ibubu yedie.
But so then, on what basis? It will come back to my earlier question. On what basis are you then hopeful? Say John Mahama is on the right path, no best Ghana, because he's working in the thought system. No, in fact, we cried here. I can't 2 years.
In America, say yenya ubi me nipa okachire me say Ghana yen koso with democracy yen na yen support na yen hwe democracy be boa yen, but one day a woman boss obi aba yen de kakaka be do time no boss afi be gina na afi yen obi a obesa de no cry President Kufuor I'm not kachire me President Kufuor say Ghana be yi me ma be yen me de obi aba yen de kakaka say be do stage mo afi be nya obi a oba be de no cry. And so John Mahama is laying a foundation because unim say the time akano and the time owono esua. So he's laying a certain foundation, a very solid. And that is what he has to do within this period. At this time, you don't expect, look, bro, also can say, be a member of parliament, until you say, I can't smile, you can't. And I'm going to tell you something that the media, and all of us, not just the media, but all of us have failed to tell Ghanaians. Ever since you bought on my Ghana to her, I come and see Tamahabo. OBNCB apart from John Mahama.
Is it the MPS?
Of course. Have you told your listeners that is a new harbour? It was not an expansion of Temahabo. That harbour, if you have not told them, you have to tell them today that was a whole new harbour that was built close to Temahabo. It is not an expansion of the old port in Gapu.
Yes.
This is a new harbour that was built close to the old harbour.
Sure.
Ghanaians don't know, and was built by John Mahama.
It was built under John Mahama and not by John Mahama. Two different things.
You can use any preposition that you want.
When he was president,
you can
MPS was built.
It was
not built by John Mahama.
You can use any preposition that you want.
No, but that's true.
I'm saying what I want to say. Any preposition I want to use is fine.
You cannot say what you want to say.
Who said I came here to say what you want to say?
You have to say what is the truth.
No, I didn't come here to.
And you have to state facts.
Wait. When I say it was built by John Mahama, I didn't say John Mahama took a spade and a pickers and the excavators and went there to build. I'm speaking. We are speaking in a certain context, and you have to. I know. Baby, what could do? Cry and camera. Proceed and It's may come and I'm telling you that I'm saying this in a certain context, and you have to understand it. I don't want to say John Mahama is here Ghana. You're sorry to see I say John Akufo-Addo time or yes Akufo-Addo say Akufo-Addo say.
That's what
they be on conform trankas Akufo-Addo no or different HS by Ghana.
But that's a different conversation.
Na John Mahama they on the new port by Ghana and they na who you farisi for ni biana.
Unse ye wo to say
John Mahama some be kakra so who can become
hold on.
You say be you be leaders are
I like John Mahama like you do.
That be.
What we are doing here is to state.
I didn't know you spend the time on
what
under any buy.
Hold on. what I'm saying is, we are stating fact.
Me patch say why really?
Men can say it here for say.
Inti Ghana, inti. Oh my! When see, inti the beer. Obi, inti so many years. You can say Kwame Nkrumah see. Make added make say Kwame Nkrumah see that than one country. Na make say John Mahama see for friend. They will come be.
You are now coming home.
Me patch say yeah, Kasan make say Kwame Nkrumah see. Tema meba. Obi abutre.
My memory example. So we can say e-blocks. Because a direct government of Ghana project, GOG funded. You understand?
Obi, now person working Ghana for no money, maso America.
Private investment happened under John Mahama. That's the distinction.
Now person working be young can young koyenim. You spend the time where a report no crown John Mahama no wadana microphone BC. You dey young koyenim.
John Mahama